In the country of Deluvia, the civilian use of magic has been outlawed. Magic users and arcane organizations have been pushed to the outskirts of society as the government's inquisition roots out anyone attempting to keep the practice of magic alive. The churches remain the last legal users of magic, and corruption runs rampant. Deluvia is propelled to the technological forefront of the world as engineering and industrial sectors receive major attention and investment. Corporations become the new superpowers in the cities, and the divide between rich and poor becomes more apparent than ever. In the capital of Validus, the once prestigious Arcane University has dissolved. However, despite the massive pressure from the Inquisition, some loyal members continue their work in secret. They form the Arcane Underground, and this is their story.
Milo, Artemis, suit up. I just got a tip-off. I think I found our newest member.
Picture there is a city in the early throes of Industrial Revolution. It is built on an early Renaissance, late medieval sort of foundation, and this Industrial Revolution of the last 40 years has really propelled it forward technologically. So there's a big mismatch of different architectural styles and technology happening in the city. But we are flying through the city and we land on this kind of eerie-looking alleyway on this quiet street. It's quite late in the day, and we hear a ruckus, a sort of a confrontation. As this young man is being thrown to the floor in this alleyway, and three kind of grunts are standing over him.
What's all this then, eh? We know what you've been doing. Using magic. We should report you. We should get the Inquisition involved. What do you think, boys? Yeah.
And they're all obviously... This has been going on for some time, this harassment, whatever they're doing. But then, at the far end of the alleyway, we see another figure. Halt.
All right, what's all this then? He says, mimicking exactly what he said.
That's what I was saying. Who are you?
Hey, that's a need to know, find out business. What the fuck are you doing here?
This little worm has been practicing magic.
This little worm has been doing little bits of magic to help his gardens grow. Is that threatening anyone? Is that hurting anyone? No. Now I suggest you back off before I back your face into the ground, buddy.
That's hard. Wow. All right, they're all obviously like squaring up a little. You guys are still some distance away from each other, maybe 20 feet away from each other down this alleyway, and the little guy that they were sort of harassing is taking this opportunity to scramble backwards a little bit. But they all of them pull out various improvised weaponry. It looks like a lead pipe and a bat and that kind of thing. And they
you don't want to do that, buddies.
You don't know what you're getting into.
I've been fighting in the I was going to say the king's army, but I've been fighting in the president's army for years. Which doesn't have the same ring to it, really.
Yeah, not really.
This reminds me of the time where I fought three guys one-handed in the middle of the desert with nothing but a stick. But bad luck for you, because I got more than a stick on my back. And he pulls out a giant greatsword that he just has on him at all times.
Okay, you see, as they see the sword, by the way, you see like they're like a little bit like, oh shit, but they're not backing out right
yet. I turn around to the little guy, and I go, "Hey, little man, you might want to close your eyes. You know, cast this. I don't know how the magic works. Cast the spell so you don't see for a little bit, because this is about to be very bloody."
All right, cool. Yeah, so they are like waiting for you to approach. They're obviously not backing down, but they're also not letting this guy escape. Like this is a dead end kind of alleyway.
I am attempting to intimidate them down.
Yeah,
right?
like,
I'm not
give me
attacking
an intimidation.
Oh, let's go.
Let's have the first check of the campaign.
Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. I got
Holy
19.
shit! All right, pulling out the
I'm an
sword.
intimidating man.
Yeah, no, you are. I mean, you guys, chat. You can see the image, and for those who are listening to this later, imagine just a grizzled bald. Actually, do you want to just give us like a physical description of your character?
Oh, he's a grizzled bald man.
That's about
He's
it.
got
isn't it?
scars across his face. He's wearing his old armor from the army days, but it's in a state of disrepair because he's been retired for quite a long time. He's in his mid-50s. Yeah, and he's bald. Very important.
That's very important.
Big, sort of peppered beard.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. So as you pull out the sword and you give this speech about your army days.
Everybody in chat is saying this is just an average London experience.
I can't argue with that.
6 people.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we draw from what we know, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, as you pull out the sword, you give this monologue. You see sort of like the leader of the pack here. He's still standing pretty strong. The guy next to him, the two next to him seem like a little bit younger, and one of them is like looks scared, but doesn't really react otherwise. The other one, the third one, he just goes, "Oh, fuck this!" And he throws down his weapon, and he runs down the alley, and he's attempting to pass you and leave.
Here's the thing, is that I think Holt is trying to diffuse the situation a little bit. Right, he's trying to protect the magic user as opposed to just kill people. So he will let that guy leave.
Cool. Yeah. Then he'll run past you and he'll run down the street.
And I go, hey, at least 33% of you have some sense. That's quick maths. I failed university here, but at least I think I could do.
Did you go to university?
I applied. And then
they just didn't let you in.
They wouldn't let me in.
Yeah.
But then some guy was like, hey, you could join the army instead. You'll get benefits. We'll pay for your college tuition. And I was like, that sounds good.
All right.
Then,
well, the other two are going to, the small one following the lead of the big one, are going to keep moving towards you. And he has this lead pipe that he's raising up, and I need you to roll initiative for me.
Oh, easy. I've got bad initiative.
I'm just going to have to do the...
write it down on a piece of paper, innit?
Yeah. Is what it is. We do things the old-fashioned way.
All right. I got a 6.
You got a 6.
So they're both going to go before me.
Yeah, they're both going to go before you.
But it's okay. I can take it.
Yeah, the bigger guy is gonna run forward and he's gonna swing this lead pipe towards you. What is your armor class?
16.
Oh god, chat just is gonna see me rolling all these rolls. I feel like I'm gonna split.
17.
Oh, okay, so he's gonna hit. He's gonna hit.
He's gonna
Let
hit.
me
Do the
remind
damage.
myself. Yeah, I should have made like a little character sheet for this guy, but instead I just have his stat block written down for some reason.
You just use this. This is an old school setting.
Yeah, this is
old school D&D where we just have bits of paper.
Just have bits of paper, guys. He's gonna do 8 damage as this.
Holt is gonna no sell it, right?
Oh, okay.
Like proper no sell it. He hits him across the face and obviously bloodied, but Holt will just spit out the blood and go, "Is that the best you've got? I was in the army for like 20 years. I fought dwarves and elves and dragonborn and other races all across Arcanum. You're just some guy."
Can you give me real quick, because you've already frightened the other sort of the little guy? Could you give me like some sort of performance check here on how well you sell this like you're unfazed kind of act?
2.
Okay, he doesn't believe you. he like
I think. I mean, I look like I'm like I got a welt on my face that's now bleeding.
Like he hit you in the jaw with a pipe, and you in your head you're like, "Yeah, I was in the army for 20 years." In reality, you're just like,
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I was in the army for 20 years, but I've been retired for like 15. Like he's in his mid 50s.
Yeah.
You can hear the bones crunch, like his arthritis is starting to play up.
Honestly, if anything, the other guy's a little bit emboldened by this, and he'll run up. He has some sort of like wooden bat kind of thing. And he's going to swing towards your legs here.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit?
I mean, it just hits.
Oh, these guys are piecing you up.
They're pummeling me.
4 damage. 4 damage.
Though.
He's clearly weaker.
Yeah.
He's trying to take out your legs or something like that. But it's your armor's doing a lot of protection here.
This is abuse of the elderly.
Holt, it is your turn.
All right. Well, then I turn to the one who did the most damage to me, the big one on my face. Don't even notice the little one. And I raise my sword aloft in the air, and I bring it down upon his head. I don't even think a 10 hits. I don't even think a 10 hits.
It's like a 12 AC. Oh,
no.
What did you roll a 4? Oh my days.
Hold on, wait, I get 2 attacks, right? No, do I?
At level 3?
Level 3.
I don't think so.
No, I'm gonna action surge.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna action surge.
15 hits. 15 hits.
That should hit. And I do a little bit more than that. I do 12 damage.
12 damage. Okay.
So the first hit like misses him. He goes, I'm a little bit out of practice. Give me 1 second. Then I bring it back up again and I guess slice him across the chest. I don't know.
Yeah, cool.
Is 12 damage enough?
It's you slice him across the chest and he sort of like drops down on his knees like, oh God. And he's like, that's a lot of damage. He's not dead, but he is in severe pain right now. And is that your turn?
Yeah, I guess so. I look at the other one and I go, you want that to happen to you? Oh God, this is a heavy sword. Fuck.
All right. He is bloodied, but he's gonna try and strike back. He's really pissed, and it seems like kind of stupid. Ooh,
he's hitting like crazy.
These guys are swinging
Just
way
like
fucking
the
better than you.
Emperor.
I have a lot of HP though, right?
Yeah.
So I am taking these hits.
Yeah, you're tanking this shit. All right, 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay.
And his friend, who's like on the other side of you, is trying to do the same thing. He's just following the other guy's lead. 19.
They're hitting.
They're hitting 7 damage.
7 damage.
Oh my God, they're piecing you the fuck up. All right, Holt, it is your turn
Do you
again.
have another character backed up? Like, have you got another one on hold just in case this one doesn't go?
I do want to say
Campaign starts with a murder.
I forgot about my weapon mastery of greatsword. So when I miss with an attack, I can graze and I still do.
Right, of course. Yeah, sorry to explain.
It's 2024
we're playing the
rules.
2024 version of 5th edition Dragons. Dragons?
Yeah.
We left out the dungeons.
5th edition dragons. So I would do an additional additional grazing damage.
I'll
grazing.
allow that. What is the additional damage?
I think it's just 4 additional damage on top of the 12 on that first guy.
Oh, then okay. Actually, you would have killed him then.
Oh, okay.
You actually would have killed him.
I'm non-lethal grace. So non-lethal grace. Just have him bleed out.
Have him bleed out.
He gets a last attack in as he
Yeah. So
bleeding out.
you slice him up, and he out of frustration slams you with his bat again, but in doing so just collapses on the floor, and he's unconscious.
Now I
He's
turn to
absolutely
the
lost
other
the
guy.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna hit him.
All right.
I'm gonna do
Let's
it.
see it.
But this one is going to be a disarming attack.
Okay.
So the greatsword comes down. 25 definitely hits.
Yes.
And that is that's 11 damage.
11 damage.
Though plus my superiority die, which is additional 1d8. Of 7. Oh my God!
Holy shit.
That's 19 damage.
So this is a disarming strike, right? Because in my head, you
is
really
it
just take
relevant?
his hand off.
I think I might just take his hand off.
I think you
and
de-arm
knock him out.
And he's just like, his hand flies off. He's like, ah! And then he just passes out from the
Is
shock of
7?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, job done.
As you do that, and this guy collapses to the floor, you hear footsteps. Lots of footsteps.
Oh God. More bastards. Hey, wizard guy. Little wizard guy. I look over at the wizard guy. What does he look like? The guy that I'm protecting.
He looks. He's maybe like 16. He looks just like a sort of regular adolescent. He's like in really plain clothes. He's a human.
Oh, okay. Hey, listen. You gotta be a little bit more secretive about. They don't like it when you do the magic stuff. You get out of here. It sounds like more bastards are coming.
Did you kill him?
No. I just knocked him out. Listen. My time in the army, I had to knock out people all the time. He's lost a hand, but he deserved worse, to be honest. You tend to the rest of your garden. I've been loving how it looks. Only magic could achieve an effect like that. I'll visit your plant store later.
Oh, please don't. And
No, I'm a good guy. I'm a friendly.
He's gonna start running down the alley. But as he gets towards the end, you see these.
I could never make friends.
these two people jump out of the sort of around the corners of the alleyway, and they stand there and they block his path. And you can see it's quite dark, but you can just about make out these silvery badges on their chest, and they are police enforcement. It looks like the guy who ran away might have reported what was happening.
This is what I get for being a good guy.
And they show up around the corner. They pull out these batons from there. And I don't. How do you pronounce that word? Baton?
Baton.
I think it's baton.
Baton? Okay, that feels weird. Yeah. Anyway, they pull out these sticks. And he looks at you, and he stops the kid, and he looks at you, and he goes, "What's all this then?"
Hey, nothing to see here. They just they fell over.
From somewhere behind these police officers, there is across the road a sort of a park entrance kind of thing, and out of the gate there, we're gonna see two more figures now. One very tall and dog-like, I would say, and one slightly smaller,
Yeah, you could say that.
mustachioed. And this is going to be Milo and Artemis. Can we have like a physical description of Milo? What's he look like?
Yeah, so Milo is very, very bulky, very tall as well. Sort of the. Does anyone know Australian dogs?
Australian cattle
What
dog, is it?
was he an Australian cattle dogs?
I think so, yeah.
Australian cattle dogs. Sort of orange fur with the black hues over the top of the head and like grey patches in some areas. He looks old, but still pretty with it.
We're all old.
He's there, you know. The grey hair doesn't do him any favors. Toothpick in the jaws, I guess. One of those
In his
sort
muzzle.
of like old style flat cap hats. And a long tailored suit, navy blue, that looks very, very fine, like hand stitched.
Oh, okay.
From a very well practiced craftsman. And he's gonna, as he's walking out, he's gonna be clapping with his dog hands.
Something tells me it'd be like slightly more muffled than a clap, though. It's just like a thud. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just sort of like thuds, like but clapping as he walks out.
Yeah. And by the side of Milo here is of course Artemis. Can you describe to us Artemis?
Sure. So Artemis is a quite short man, in around sort of 5'2", 5'3", in his late sort of 40s, with a swept back shock of red hair and a big twirled moustache and a goatee, with some round glasses with little extra lenses poking off them, and he is dressed sort of like a bit of a Technicolor mess. He's wearing sort of a long knee-length coat in various different coloured sections with a bright yellow undervest, and then a belt under the coat of like woodworking tools across his chest. I think in his original character description, I put him as a sort of steampunk Willy Wonka. Is sort of the vibe.
Yeah. I'm getting that.
Yeah.
So what is Milo saying here as he enters, by the way?
Milo was gonna say, well, I have to say that was rather impressive.
Is this two...
I mean, does Holt notice these two people?
You'll definitely see them. Yeah,
behind
they're kind of
enforcers?
walking under these like gaslight lamps.
That was too Holt.
What? Since when did they let the circus join the police? What's going on here?
Now, you've got two options here, I think. You can let us help you get out of this mess, or we can piss off and you probably die.
Wait, hold up here. Wait, what was Artemis saying?
I'm all for the latter, really. I've got places to be.
Well, how are the enforcers reacting to this?
They sort of like are like flicking between you and like these two newcomers that are coming on. They haven't said anything yet, but they're clearly confused.
Right, sorry, you want to help me?
That's what I said, wasn't it?
Well,
Do you accept my offer in kind?
I mean, I ain't gonna say no to help. But I'm just some old bastard, though. What are you? I'm like...
Well, then it's a fight.
This isn't like I don't owe you any money for this, do you? It's not like a weird sex thing, is it?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Right, enough of this talk then. If it's to be 3 years, then it's 3 years.
And I would like everyone to roll initiative. Okay, so yeah, these guys are basically going to charge. You see them split up. So one runs towards the new group of two, and one sprints towards Holt, who is chatting in the chat. So the one coming at you, Holt, he has his baton, as I said, and he's going to try and strike you. You guys are about, I'd say, 20 feet away from the officers on either side. They're gonna. He's gonna
All right, lad, bring it.
Why do I just have his stat block written down? What's wrong with me? I'm really running this like it's a session from like...
15 misses!
Oh,
15 misses, and I am going to riposte. So as he comes down with his baton and misses, it like dinks across my armor, and I go, and I'm gonna attack him with my greatsword.
Okay, cool.
And I hit him, I assume.
Yes. Absolutely. you
4. That's 12 damage.
do. 12 damage. Oh my gosh, that's quite a lot, actually.
So I swing back. You got a little. Mine's bigger, and I know how to use it.
Okay. He's just gonna take that, I guess. And it's Milo's turn.
You may have got your training at the academy, but I got my training in the army.
He's really big on. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I think Holt was in the army. Yeah.
I fought 50 police officers in the New World at the same time with a toothpick.
This doesn't seem accurate. All right, Milo, what do you do?
You ain't nothing to me.
So Milo, how far away is this guy from me
I
now?
get
About 20 feet.
Sorry, I might. So I have spirit
20
already
feet.
die because it's a riposte. So I do additional 5 damage on top
Oh
of the
my
12,
god, okay.
if that knocks him
Wow.
out.
It doesn't knock him out. Is that what you're trying
So
to do, by
that's
the way?
it, yeah,
You're attempting to knock them out?
Yeah, so that'd be 16 damage total. 17
He's
damage?
17. He's still up.
Yeah.
But,
okay.
yeah, wow. Ouch.
I
Milo?
don't remember that.
So I think I'm gonna walk forward 5 feet,
Mm-hmm.
very, very calmly, very, very slowly, and lightning lure.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm gonna create a big, long chain of lightning and strike at the man approaching me, and
yeah.
he's gonna do a strength saving throw of DC 13.
All right, let's see if he's up to it. 1d20. 16.
Wow, he's up to it.
He's up to
Okay, he's up to it. So
Yeah, this lightning like lashes around him, but he just kind of breaks out of it.
Yeah.
And you see, now that you've used that, by the way, he looks furious. And he like locks eyes with you, Milo. He's like,
Magic, is it? Right.
Oh,
Well, I was kind of hoping for
you're-
him to do something else.
I mean, Holt's eyes light up and go,
Yeah.
well, that was incredible. I didn't know dogs could do magic.
Not many people do.
do you have anything else, Holt? I mean,
I think as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Shadow Blade.
what does that do?
I conjure a blade of shadow.
All right.
Oh, yeah, understandable.
Yeah, my mistake. I should have
Losing
known.
the name.
So it's just a
You
weapon that
should've
you
known
have
that.
now, is it?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I suppose we'll go with old reliable then.
All right, Holt, it's come to you.
Oh, it's actually now my
Yeah,
turn.
it's now your turn.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, you did like
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
What was it? 17 damage,
Yeah.
not on your turn. Hilarious.
On my
Okay.
riposte. Yeah, well then I just swing. I'm a fighter. It's
All right,
what I
let's see it.
do.
Yeah.
23, I assume hits, and that is
Yeah.
a solid 14.
Holy shit. Yeah, you're
as I
gonna take
just
this
hit
guy
him
out.
with the pommel of my greatsword.
All right, cool. So you like slice him up with the first one when you riposte, and then now you just.
I fought dragons, mate.
Is any of this true?
Oh, I clicked
Who
something by
knows?
mistake. Ignore that.
I will ignore it. Don't worry. Yeah, he's gonna drop back unconscious as you strike him in the face with his pommel.
Ugh. I spit on him.
Oh gosh. That's
I
sad.
know. It's a bit mean.
Do you have anything else you want to do on your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to the other guy, so he's in sort of my range. Like if he
Yeah.
tries to move any closer,
You
to
can see
the,
he was
Artemis
getting
or
ready to
Milo,
run at the other group
Yeah.
when you.
But
as you-
I get
as
up
you
right
close
next
the
to him,
distance.
and I go, "All right, mate. What's all this then?"
He turns to you now and he's like,
So you're working with magic sympathizers? Very well. I know how to deal with you.
and he'll try and baton
Oh
you.
yeah, it's his turn now.
Holt.
Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is his turn. Oh, sorry, that should be a. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. He
Yeah.
rolled a 3. I was gonna say it should be a
Yeah.
+5, but.
Listen, I've got a lot of superior dice, and maybe I'm burning them all, but this is what Holt does. I'm gonna riposte him again. We're just going.
Oh my god, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, guys, I got 4, right? So now that doesn't hit.
That does
but
not
it does
hit.
graze him, so he takes 4 damage.
Oh wow. Alright, so he still
So
takes
the
4.
yeah, he still takes 4.
He's going to use a bonus action now that his partner has gone down. He's going to pull out a whistle, and he's going to blow on the whistle. He has this little like tin whistle. He's like, I can't make a very good whistling sound, but just imagine a
Right.
whistle. But Artemis is
Okay.
going to come to you.
How does Milo react to a whistle?
Just drops to the floor.
Saving throw. Okay, where am I in relation
Twinge
to?
his ears a bit, but
You're stood just behind Milo, about 20 feet away from Holt
From the
and the
guard,
second
yeah.
enforcer who are fighting.
Okay, cool. I guess I will run up to whichever one is nearest. And
Well, he's the only
attempt-
one still up.
Yeah, there's only one left.
Okay,
There's only one left,
sorry.
so-
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll run up to that one then.
Yeah.
And I'll attempt to do a. So are they otherwise they're distracted because they're fighting?
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
else?
Yeah, you're sort of running up
Preoccupied by
behind
you.
him right now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I'd like to run up behind and try and use shocking grasp on them.
All right, let's see it.
Okay, I think I just click that.
19 hits, yeah. So roll the
Definitely
damage
hits.
for me.
How do I roll?
So it's in chat now. It says damage. You can roll that.
Oh,
Okay, 8 damage.
Incredible.
Oh, maths.
Nice.
There we go. Yeah. So as you grab him, and it's just like he gets tears. He's like.
yeah, like
He seems
back of
really.
the neck, like
Yeah. Seems. I was gonna say he seems shocked. Obviously, he seems shocked. But yeah, he seems surprised. And he will kind of like turn his ire to you, but he's like obviously feeling surrounded right now. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
Is there much I can do at this point?
You might have some
I've
bonus
already
actions,
done
but I'm not sure.
attack. I don't know. I think if can I take a step back, or is that disengaging?
If you do, then he'll get an opportunity attack against you. Yeah,
Opportunity.
Okay.
you'd have
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
disengage.
In
first,
which
but-
case, I will call it there. I've given him a good zap in the neck.
Well, Milo, this guy is surrounded, and it's your turn.
All right. Well, we're gonna walk up the rest of the range that was between us, since he didn't want to come to me,
Yeah.
and we're gonna do a melee attack with this new blade of shadow that I have in my
Alright,
hands.
let's see it.
Oh, amazing.
Hmm.
It's a 2d8 psychic damage, right? And
Yeah.
it's your spell attack.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
Yeah,
do I-
he didn't
what do
make
I-
it.
what
He
do-
didn't make
what
it
do I
as a
roll
thing.
here?
It would be.
Yeah,
It would plus.
no.
It's your plus your intelligence plus your proficiency, so it'd be a
Yeah.
d20 plus 5.
Yeah.
D20
yeah.
plus 5.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, your intelligence is only +3.
Yeah, both of their
I thought it was
intelligence is
+4
only
for
plus
some
3.
reason. Okay. You miss.
Yes,
Oh.
I do. I do indeed miss.
Okay.
Right. Who are you guys working for? I think you need some proper training. See, I was in the army, and every morning we did push-ups, we did accuracy training. Like, magic is incredible. I like the little thing you made. It's a cool little shadowy blade. But you still gotta learn how to use a blade. I could teach you.
The old bones don't do me so well sometimes.
Oh, you old? I
Aye.
can't tell with the... Well, how old are you, mate?
Late 50s?
Whoa, just like me.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
You look older than me, though.
Yeah.
What are you on about? We're having a fight.
Now really the
Sorry,
time.
mate. It's quite rare to meet like-minded old people in Validus. You know how it is.
That is
Which
fair,
pubs
actually,
do you
yeah.
frequent? Wait, which pubs you frequent here in Validus?
The old goose.
The Old Goose. You go to that shithole. I mean, they serve watery piss in the Old Goose. I'm telling you. And you can't even like. They don't
Holt,
even
it is
let
your
you
turn.
watch the
Sorry, by
siege
the way.
ball.
I know I didn't say
Oh,
that.
it's my. Sorry,
Yeah,
it's my
my
turn.
fault.
Let me just finish.
The conversation
let me
started. I
finish
didn't want
this
to
guy off.
interrupt.
14. Actually,
Oh, hold on. Does that hit?
it might not.
It doesn't now.
At least I can graze him.
Yeah, go
4
ahead.
damage.
4 damage. He's racking up the damage now. He's taken like a couple little hits, and he is bleeding and bloodied. His uniform is torn to shreds. Artemis, no. Oh, it's his turn. It's his turn.
Yeah, it's his turn.
He's really pissed off. I think he's gonna. I think Holt's done the most damage to him, so he's just gonna keep swinging at you. Even though he hasn't had a ton of luck.
And
with
I'm
it.
definitely, I'm also like the OG target that they
Yeah.
want to do.
14.
Yeah, it doesn't hit.
Wow. Okay.
Oh. I'm not gonna repose. I want to save my last thing.
All right, Artemis, it's your
just
turn.
in case. Yeah.
Okay.
Like-
I'm just gonna go for a melee attack with my hammer.
Yeah.
Have a-
Oh, yeah, it's
I
it's
have
like a. Did you say it's like a wooden mallet kind of thing, or is it like a
It's-
hammer?
I think-
hammer?
I think it's like it's a metal mallet, but it is like it's a light hammer. It's probably about the size of sort of that sort of big.
Yeah,
Nice.
little tinker's
Yeah.
hammer.
Yeah, so I'm
Alright,
gonna
try
try
and
and
hit
sort
him
of sweep the legs and sort of over the knees.
Drop him to the floor. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
See it. Ow. No,
9.
does not hit, unfortunately.
Right. That's an unconventional weapon. I didn't see that.
Did I have
often
those in the army?
No, in the army it was mostly swords and axes and all that.
It is Milo's turn.
occasionally you see a hammer used.
We'll go for another swing.
This is with a shadow blade.
Yeah.
This is.
I
with
can't imagine the shadow blade has any
blade.
sort of non-lethal properties. So
Oh no! Of course not. It is a sword of solidified gloom.
yeah. 13 doesn't hit. Oh my god, you guys suck.
What?
It's come all the way
crazy.
back. Unless you have a bonus action, it's come back up to halt.
I know you guys said you were helping me, but it feels like I'm helping you.
Okay, you hit. All right, this will be enough to
that's-
knock him out. How are you doing?
So I'm not even looking at him.
Yeah.
Right. I'm looking at Milo and I'm like, all right. So lesson 1. Ah! And I bash him in the face. Then dust my hands off.
If these rolls are anything to go by, then this campaign is going to be great. All right, yes, you have disposed of the people right in front of you, but you remember that this guy did blow his whistle, and you can kind of hear some yelling, some shouts, some voices, some.
I
way
have a
down the
really
street.
good idea, and it's a good idea that's helped me many times in the past. When I was in the army, oftentimes we'd have to do a retreat, and I think this is the situation where that experience comes into play a little bit.
I would suggest we continue this conversation elsewhere.
All right,
Yeah.
I would agree.
you guys want to
You
gun it?
point me in a
we're
direction
booking it.
and I'll run.
All right, cool. Yeah, you just run sort of in the opposite direction that the voice is coming from, I guess. Yeah, what's your cardio like at 58 or however old you are?
It's not what it used to be.
Yeah.
I think I'm a little bit asthmatic.
All right, you guys you run sort of into the actual park that's nearby.
Hey, do you guys have any like magic that lets us run faster? Or I don't know, makes me not asthmatic anymore.
Not today, I'm afraid.
Not today. Oh god.
All
I
right.
don't understand how this magic shit works.
After running for a little while, it's completely silent again on the streets near you. It's getting really quite late into the night, and it's dark outside right now, and there's no one else nearby.
Right, well,
Well, I was
thanks,
gonna
mates. Appreciate it.
suggest. Do you guys want to chat for a little bit in character, or Milo? Obviously, you've been sent here with a specific reason. Do you want to get into that?
Mm-hmm. We can chat for a little bit. We can chat. as well.
all right,
Get to know
thanks,
each
mate.
other a little bit.
Appreciate the help. It's nice to meet you.
You're welcome. Milo.
Which-
Milo Taylor.
Oh yeah, that's your name. Sorry, Holt. That's the name. You just call me.
Oh,
Holt.
I know.
You know? My reputation precedes me. You must have known about the days I was in the army. I was captain of the guard for a long time before the incident. But it's, nobody here at Validus, they don't give respect to veterans anymore. They don't give respect to veterans. I mean, I was never a guard at Validus. I never fought in Validus. I mostly fought in the New World. But
I've changed my mind.
oh,
I want to get
You no longer want to chat. I see.
Yeah, we just cast looks at each other. Right,
Is there anything that the two of you, Artemis or Milo, want to pitch in?
you can cut Holt off
Yeah.
as he's complaining. He's doing his old man complaining.
you can. My name's Artemis Fisher. My friends call me Artie. You can call me Artemis.
Oh, you run that chocolate factory, right?
Oh, that's funny. That's very
one.
good. I've
It's a
heard
different
that one before. Yes. No, we were sent here to look for you.
Oh wow, I've never been wanted before.
Well, you might not
sure?
be wanted now, but you have been requested.
Oh, this is
we
super
have-
fancy.
We've been tracking you for a little while now, and we
You
thought it was
guys-
about time to
You're not with
make
the
our
Rosses.
acquaintance made. Oh, absolutely not.
All right.
No. The
We come from a
constabulary
much
and us do
more-
not see eye to eye.
Underground fixture.
Get it, guys?
Underground. And we like worms.
More like a mole.
Like moles.
Yeah, like moles.
The Mole Guild.
Why don't I introduce you to someone? They'll be able
them?
to explain it a lot better than I will.
All right.
To the Mole Guild. All right, I'm
You
excited.
guys, so it's not very far from where you are now, where you guys are going to lead Old Halt towards this kind of market square, and you pass through a couple alleys in between some buildings, and eventually you reach this small courtyard behind some kind of like guild hall office building thing, and pressing on a sort of discrete brick on the wall opens up this hidden passageway, and you guys head down into beneath the building. The passage closes behind you, and as you enter, it's kind of like, it seems like this area that you're headed into underground is like a series of tunnels beneath the like market square and the guild hall. They don't lead directly.
I'm not a smart man, but I did
No,
just
we know.
think that. Oh, okay. Well, thanks. It has just popped up in my brain, maybe a little bit too late, that you might be leading me into a trap. Are you leading me into a trap?
Oh, if I was leading you into a trap, you'd be dead already.
I'm not so
How would
sure
you lead
about
him
that,
into a
mate.
trap if he was already dead? That surely at that point taking him into the trap is redundant.
You always were a smart one, Artemis.
Listen, I'm a good judge of honesty, dog boy.
Dog boy feels.
Are you
demeaning.
leading me? Sorry, dog man. Are you leading me into a trap?
Well, the door's closed behind you, so I'd say you're already in it.
Oh fuck. The Hulk looks around frantically. Oh shit.
You're fine. Follow me.
All right.
Oh,
He leads you down these stairs into this series of tunnels, but after only a short way, it opens up into kind of this large room where the walls seem like they're based on some kind of pretty ancient foundation. You know, a lot of the city of Validus is built on top of like the old city, and this seems to be a part of that that's kind of underground. And there are tables and armchairs and sofas and various like furniture that's been dragged in here with planning sort of papers and things, random things, okay, scattered all over the place. It seems a little bit ragtag, a little cobbled together. But from your time in the army, you know that this looks like a kind of planning, staging area.
I was never allowed in the planning staging area in the army, so
In the center of the room, in front of one of these desks, like it's genuinely like some of these tables are from obviously like from offices or from cafeterias. Some of them are like desks from people's homes. It's a bunch of really random furniture that's been dragged in here. But from the one in the center, there is a man wearing sort of like a long brimmed hat, and he takes it off as you enter, and he looks up and he's like,
Well, I'll be. If it ain't Halt, welcome to the Arcane Underground.
oh, God, that's a nice hat.
Thank
I
you.
say.
Thank you. I had it with me a
you
while.
say Arcane Underground?
The very same. Have you heard of us?
So no, I thought this was the Mole Guild. I didn't get a clear answer out these two.
Yeah, we get that confusion a lot. Don't worry.
He's not the
please.
brightest bulb, sir.
Please come along and be seated. Be seated. I hope my friends
okay.
Milo and Artemis treat you well.
Yeah. Well, they didn't. It's been pretty neutral. I'll be honest.
That's better than
I thought we
bad,
were quite
I
hospitable.
suppose.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't attack me, but they didn't really attack anybody, to be honest.
Well,
They sort of just. I mean, I was fighting, and they kind of were doing magic in place to nobody.
well, this sounds like
The art of distraction is always warranted.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think
they
this
still were
leads-
attacking me, so there wasn't really any distraction. But
this leads into our
know.
this leads into our point actually, and kind of the reason we approached you. Halt. Are you guys like being seated? There's like a few like armchair type.
sorry, what was your name again? I completely
my
missed
name
it. I
is
was too
Dane, Maverick Dane.
Oh, that's a cool name.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It means a lot coming from someone with a name like Halt.
You know,
Milo's just gonna stay standing, just like lean against like a
Yeah.
bookshelf or something.
The
arms
guy in front of
folded.
you, by the way, I should say, he's wearing kind of like a duster over like a three-piece suit, but it's an old and kind of beaten up suit with like a pocket watch. He has like his white-brimmed hat and stuff, and he's probably about 60-ish, medium to long hair.
Does he look?
kind of beard.
Does he look like a dog?
No, he is a human. He is a human man.
Every
Okay.
character in this campaign is a man, sort of
His-
late
his-
middle-aged.
Yeah.
Listen, that will be a running theme, I promise you. If viewers of this show enjoy old men, oh my god, you're in for a treat.
This is Old Man, the campaign.
This is the old man campaign.
I think it's such a crazy hobby that we're all sitting around pretending to be old men.
Yeah, right?
Like,
And people watching this.
what do you want to do this Wednesday evening? Just sit down and pretend to be old men. I love it.
Can my old man be from the army? Yeah, of course he can.
Yeah.
All right.
No, but like really from the army.
Yeah, like-
really from the army.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you guys being seated?
I'm also sort of standing. I think I'd leave the
I
sitting
actually
to
don't
Holt.
think. Yeah, I actually don't think Holt sits down either because he
You'll
always
just stand in
wants to
front of
be
the chairs in front of him.
Yeah. Yeah. He looks
Well,
at the chair and
he'll follow suit
he's
and
like,
he'll
"Oh,
remain standing as well. But he does reach
I
out.
learned
a
from my
hand.
time in the army that once you get comfortable, that's when shit goes down.
You know, that's wise words. And he does reach out a
Wise
hand for a
word.
handshake to Holt.
I take his hand. Holt loves a good handshake.
That
Yeah.
does imply the chairs here are comfortable, which they aren't.
Let me explain some things, Holt. As you know, magic has been under attack for most of our lifetimes here in this city. And the Arcane University, of which I was a proud member, shut down some decade ago. We are the last of, and when he says we, he kind of points to Milo and Artemis, but also to the greater, like the room around him. We are the last.
Is there
of-
anybody else in the room?
Not right now, no.
Okay.
We're the last of those loyal to the university. We call ourselves the
Three
Arcane.
people?
There's more, and he's kind of points to the tunnels around. There's more in the rest of the facility.
I'm sure there's more, but they live in Harran. You know?
Listen, I can introduce you to them in due time. For now,
Yeah.
we're streamlining the process, and it's just me, all right? We're the last of those loyal to the university. We want to preserve the study of magic, and we want to protect magic users, civilians, like you were doing today. Does that sound like something you'd care to join us in?
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
I've been doing this shit myself for years.
Listen, that's why we contacted you. We saw some of the stuff you were doing, and we thought this guy seems like he'd work great with us.
I didn't know there was an organization. That was a big word for me.
Well, we pride ourselves on our secrecy.
well, that's
Secret
incredible.
organization tends to not get the word around.
Yeah. Which is also
Well, I
why
mean,
our recruitment's been kind of low recently, but, you know.
But what the fuck have you guys been doing? They're killing magic users out there. They're locking them up just for, wanting to have a little bit of fun with some magic.
Listen,
They have overgeneralized the use of magic in this city for too long. They let people do magic all they want in Granduin, and they live in
I
a
know.
fucking utopia compared to here.
You're preaching to the choir, my boy. You are exactly repeating my own sentiments.
And I thought there was nobody else who shared the same views as me. It turns out there are. The only problem is you guys ain't done shit. It's been, for the last 2 or 3 years, it's all been the same.
Listen, I
Tell me
understand
one
your...
thing.
Just, we're a little bit outnumbered out there.
Yeah, just so, as Artemis says, we are vastly outnumbered, and we need to remain a secret as much as possible. Otherwise, whatever we do is completely cancelled. And you know full well the power of the Inquisition. They are our greatest
Yeah, well.
foes.
Yeah,
Listen.
they're all right.
The reason you haven't heard of anything that we've done in the last 2 to 3 years is because we take preventative measures. We avoid catastrophe before it becomes
Sorry,
a catastrophe.
hold up. You've used 3 words I don't understand.
My mistake. We intervene.
No,
We involve ourselves.
close.
I think 2 syllables is the cap.
Yeah, you gotta keep it. I don't.
We fuck with the government
Yeah, that's what I'm listening. That's what I like.
before their plans, take hold. So
Oh,
the reason you've never heard of us is by design.
you smash the egg before it becomes a chicken.
You are full of wisdom, ain't you?
Hey, +1.
That's one word for it.
So what say you? You want to join us?
Holt sort of looks around and goes, it's all a bit much for a moment. Can I don't know. He sort of looks down at his feet sort of awkwardly. I'm all for stopping magic users and all that, but I'm worried this might, I don't want to work my way into some sort of thing I can't back out from.
I understand. Listen, we are an organization just made of the people, that work for it. This isn't kind of a big guild. There's no contract. There's nothing overhead. We are the people that you will meet here. That is all the Arcane Underground is. If you need to back out, if you need to run, if you need to cut ties,
All right.
you can.
Let me go on a mission.
All
Let
right.
me see what this Arcane Underground's all about.
All
And
right.
afterwards, I'll make my decision.
I like the cut of your jib. All right, listen. Straight to it then. I have something for the three of you to do. You three
Oh.
are going to form my kind of strike team, okay? I'm the head of investigation here at the Arcane Underground, and I need people out there in the world, my eyes and ears, my hands in the city. Yes, halt.
So, no, this is a Daniel Rustage
Oh,
question.
yes, Rustage.
As we're chilling in here, does this count as a short rest? Just
You can short rest while you're here. Yeah.
yeah. Thank you. Just because I'm quite beaten up.
Actually, I think the Dan is actually about to offer you a long rest, but
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
I would. It really sounded like we were about to go straight back out again.
well, he's going to give you some details, but yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay, cool.
Well, actually, you know what? I'll lead with that.
I tell you what, I'll give you the briefing in the morning. How about that? There's quarters here for everyone to take a rest. If you need, have some food. We have a pretty good chef in house. If you like porridge,
Oh, fancy.
gruel. But yeah, there's a spare bed that you can take, a private room. You can rest up.
A private room?
Yeah.
Oh my! Back in the army, I always had to sleep with 6 or 8 or 7 other guys, and that was just in one
Yeah.
bed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And, don't worry. We pulled out all the stops here.
And he'll lead you down one of these corridors leads to is kind of like a barracks looking area, but each of the rooms are in what looks like they used to be cells underground, but like the walls have been boarded over with the plywood, and they've been turned into like kind of dormitories. And he'll show you to one of these, and he'll give you the key to the door.
Like, this is your private room now.
Well, wow. Well, I've got a house,
Yeah,
So,
I mean, it's just,
Are you-
if you ever need to lay low, or if you want to stay close to us during missions, this is your spot.
does everybody else have a room here?
Yeah, and he
Even
points
the-
around. You
even-
see that a lot of these like doors, these
Even
makeshift
the clown
doors.
man?
The what?
The clown. Sorry, I don't fully understand. The
Who
clown one,
Who is the clown, man?
the one that's got all the colors.
Oh, you're referring to
I'm
Artemis.
I'm stood a little way away, just sort of arms folded and tapping my foot.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to dignify this with a response.
Artemis is a colorful character, but he is no clown, I assure you.
Oh, okay. I don't mean any harm by it. I just, I don't.
He
understand.
gestures to like the other cells that have been made into rooms, and you can see that several of them do have people's names sort of like scrawled over the front of the door.
If you're happy to accept this room, I'll put your name on the door.
Oh wow. I mean, this is a lot. This is a
I
lot.
know, and listen, like I said, nothing here is committal, okay? Think it over, get some rest, and make your decision whenever you like.
Right. Well, thanks. Thanks, Dane, Mr. Dane,
Just
Captain
Dane. Dane's fine.
Sergeant Dane.
There's no
Okay,
real
just Dane.
ranks here. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm just so used to having that rank and structure.
Well,
It's,
if you need it, you can call me Chief.
I like Chief.
All right,
All
Chief
right,
Dane it
Chief.
is.
Happy to do that, Chief.
You rest up and meet me in the staging area in the morning.
Okay. Right.
All right, are the Milo and Artemis, are you guys just gonna get some kip as well, get some rest? Or
Are we having dinner
I
first?
guess so.
I guess you
Yeah.
could if you want.
Milo will probably want a private word with Dane.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
I think
okay,
you
yeah.
can make your way to the cafeteria that's next to the barracks.
Oh,
but,
yeah. I always say, oh,
You
fuck it,
pulled down to the side,
I
Milo.
want to hear this chef. So yeah, Holt's gonna walk off into the kitchen. I don't know where Artemis is going.
I'm going to follow you skeptically. I'm keeping my eye on you.
Okay.
I don't trust you.
All right. All right.
Alright, first of all, I'm not calling you Chief.
That's just for him, okay? You don't need to do all that.
Secondly, Are we sure about this guy? He seems a bit off the rails.
Well, yeah, but we can't just let him do what he's doing out there on his own. He's gonna get himself killed.
I mean, he's a little bit rambunctious, don't you think?
Don't you think we need a bit of that, though? Look at us. We're old
We've got
alumni of the university. We're all bookworms and got our heads in archaeological digs. What do we know about fighting, Milo?
the man's as old as me.
Well, yeah, you know, the average age of the underground hasn't gone down with his employ, but, you know, the wisdom that it comes with. You should know all about that.
+1.
I suppose. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna last very long.
Maybe not, but I'm putting you in charge of this strike team, Milo, so I hope you can look after him and make sure he doesn't get in any more trouble.
Hey, that makes sense. I'll do my best.
Well, hey, you know, he's about your age. You guys could become friends.
I don't really do friends. I was a politician, remember?
Yeah, true. All right, well, I'll see you in the morning.
Aye. Ta-ta.
All right, and they go their separate ways. In the cafeteria, you just like have like a metal plate.
I
lumps on some
Holt
like
turns to
stew or
Artemis
something
and
in it.
says, "Listen, I didn't mean anything by the clown comment. I thought, you know, I meant it like in a positive way. Just, you know,
Hulk just
clown
really
night,
likes
you know.
clowns.
I'm a fan of clowns. Me and my daughter used to go see to the circus all the time. It was like it's one of the few things we did together that I like understood. You know, yeah. You have any family?
Yes, not ones I'm in any sort of regular contact with, but yes, no,
Yeah.
I do have family. Yes.
Well, you know,
Yes,
blessings to
no,
him and all that. What food here is good? The Hulk says.
I will say that the Artemis knows that the food here it tends to be like a stew that they cook and then they keep on the boil for about a week.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like the perpetual stew of the week.
Yes.
What sort of food do they have here with this world-class chef?
Well, world class is certainly a way of phrasing it.
Oh, perpetual stew! Milo's gonna grab a bowl really excitedly. Take it to a thing.
There's a stew, and how good it is depends on what shade of grey it is that day.
Oh,
If
like
it's-
lighter
if it's-
shade
if
is good?
If
Darker
it's a
shade
lighter
bad.
shade, it's relatively fresh. If it started to go dark, it's been there for the better part of the week.
Oh, well, you know, I
It's
was
about a
expecting-
mid-grey right now,
Mhm.
so
Yeah,
take lucky dip.
you know, when I was in the army, we ate whatever we could find.
Oh, were you in the army?
Yeah. Oh, did I
Oh.
not mention it before? Yeah, I
this
served.
bit is
I
gonna
was
kill
part.
me.
You know, many excursions in the New World. You know, I fought for the UFF for a little bit. I did some stuff with the elves.
I love the idea that in the background
Full
while you're
round.
having this conversation, by the way, Milo has his like bowl and it's just face,
Yeah,
full muzzle, and he's
lapping it up.
yeah.
Just going
So you-
crazy.
If you're not a clown, then what are you?
I'm a toy maker by trade.
Oh, well,
Artemis Fisher of the great toy making Fishers. We have a store in the Grand Square, Fisher's Fine Frolics. Generations upon generations of my family have been making toys, and well, let's just
You
say
make
my
the
family
little-
don't.
you make the little gizmo gadgets that go, the little wind up fellas.
All sorts, yes. No, clockwork soldiers, dolls, toy cars, toy trains, all of that sort of thing. Yes, my family have done that
Holt
for
digs
generations.
through his bag, and he pulls out like a small little like wooden toy, right, of like a soldier, and he puts it on the table and he says, "You made this."
And I pick it up to take a closer look. Well, I can't say for sure if I made this one, but that's definitely a Fisher's toy. Oh, yes.
Oh, it's such an honor to meet you. Sorry, let me shake your hand.
I hesitantly reach out and shake the hand back, like, what's going on here?
Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, no. My daughter was a huge fan of your work. Of your toys. You know, we used to play with them together all the time. We loved the soldiers, obviously. Wanted, reminded her of her dad and all that. I always keep this one on me as like a reminder. You know, but that's incredible. Wow. So, you use magic to do that?
Well, I shouldn't be. My family don't approve of magic, generation upon generation of toy makers, and it's all been rather the same. I was next in line to inherit the store and run the workshop, make the toys, and I just didn't want to spend my life doing the same thing they'd done. I love making toys, don't get me wrong, Holt.
Oh,
But when you've carved your 1000th wooden soldier, when you've filigreed your 1000th spinning top, well, it all starts to get a bit the same. Magic, I
understand that.
thought. With magic, maybe I could make some truly special toys. Some truly wonderful things to bring some joy into the world, this
yeah.
horrible, horrible world. And
Yeah. Magic
just
really
as a-
does. I would fully understand it, but it really does brighten up this quite fucking shit world.
that's certainly
Well-
a colourful way of putting it.
Why not just
I'd-
keep the tech out of it? Useless
What?
stuff.
Sorry, I can't understand you. Your mouth is full.
My family never approved of magic, but I managed to get a place at the Arcane University, and I went to study, and, well, mid-studies, the university was closed down. I was forced to return home, tail
That's rough,
between my
man.
legs, no offence, Milo, and
None taken.
and I had to return and run the store when my father passed it on to me. But, well, in secret, I've been teaching myself a bit of magic, sort of in the dark at night when the store's closed, and,
It's good.
well, sooner
Keep
or later,
it alive.
Dane
That's what I
Dane
say.
heard word and reached out, and here I am.
I never fully understood it myself, but I don't think I could ever do it. But I respect it. I respect it, you know. I've seen it do magical and wondrous things.
I wouldn't claim to be good at it, but I've got a few tricks up my sleeves.
Yeah, you did that thing where you zapped the man. It was,
That's a handy one.
yeah. Yeah.
I get it, handy.
That's very
Okay.
funny.
Angabal,
good.
did I hear you right? That you don't use magic?
No, mate. I got a big sword and years of experience and training in, combat field training. Top quality training. Like,
So, why care so much? If you don't even use the stuff.
you see, I mean, it's a bit personal, mate. I mean, my daughter was really into magic, and the way that it made her face light up every time she used it, couldn't beat it. Couldn't beat it. She showed me all the wonderful things that it could do. And I never fully understood it, but I wanted to support her. She was the only family I had.
Yeah, that makes sense.
She sounds
Yeah.
like a wonderful little girl.
Yeah, she was. Anyway, mates, maybe I should be heading to bed, actually.
Lost your appetite.
I ate too much stew in the army.
I will say that the stew looks very, very much like the kind of thing you would have been served by like the slopped ladle in the army.
This is sleep on empty stomach. It's fine. It's better for the fitness, right? Keeping tip-top shape and all that.
Well, more for me.
You enjoy it.
All right.
See you lots in the morning. I'm gonna test out these beds.
It is
Don't
it
get
is
too
just
excited.
like a really basic metal frame with like wooden slats and then like straw and like rushes just piled over it. It is not comfortable, but it's comfortable enough to sleep on.
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys just want to sort of pass until morning then, or is there anything?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
All right, cool. So come the morning, there is a. Well, I don't know how early Holt would wake up naturally.
Oh, bright and early.
Yeah. He's probably
6 a.m.
I think
Holt
he's probably
wakes
used
up.
to it. But at
Oh God, I need a piss.
around about 6 a.m., there is someone who walks through the barracks. He's like, morning call, everyone rise, morning call.
Yeah, I open the door. I go, hey, you. I don't know. What does he look like?
He's a short. Hold on, I'll tell you exactly what he looks like. He's a shorter
you got
man.
an apt description.
He's human as well. Slightly younger than everyone else you've met so far. He's probably like late 30s. And he's just dressed in like I'd say like a kind of a prim suit. an old but prim suit.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey,
hello.
you. Where's the toilet?
Oh,
Yeah, like the
restrooms
piss of
are.
the shit
and
up.
he points you to the end of the hall. Restrooms are down
All
there.
right, good. All right, see you in a bit.
Yeah, bye. The other two of you would have been roused. by the miracle.
yeah.
Okay, all right.
That's
Now we're
He's a loud pisser.
Yeah, session 1. We're really testing the limits of how much we want to roleplay here.
I've never played a D&D with Rustage as a fellow player, and
Yeah.
the chaos it brings to the.
It's a rare
quite something.
treat. It's a rare treat. So yeah, you guys will rise, and I'm assuming make your way to the staging area.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
still pissing.
Once you finish
There's
your
a lot
piss.
of liquid in me.
All right, you guys will get into position and halt
Right,
as
if
you
any of you
Yeah.
walk in. I say, if any of you need the toilet, give it like 10, 20, 40 minutes minimum.
All right, as you walk
you were
into
just
this
pissing.
main room. Oh God, yeah, how dehydrated were you? There's a lot more activity in here than there was last night. There's maybe like 15 to 20 people sort of busying themselves, running around. Some have papers, some have boxes. Going between the different tunnels. Some are sat at desks within the large room. And at the center is again Maverick Dane in front of that desk. And on the 2 armchairs in front of him are sat, well, let me not presume. Milo and Artemis are there. Whether they're sat or not, I don't know.
I'll be sat now.
Yeah, I've sat down.
Yeah, all right, you guys are chilling out.
Mm-hmm.
So Holt, you'll make your way over. Well,
I make
good
my way
morning.
over.
How'd you
Hey.
sleep?
Oh, hey, Dane. Good. You
all
know,
right. That's better than
better
I
than when
usually
I was
hear.
in the army. Yeah.
I can imagine. Those barracks beds, huh? All right.
Yeah. Were you in the army?
Me? No. My a lot of my family served, but I was the academic amongst the group.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I might know them. What's their names?
Well, if you've heard the surname Dane anywhere, it's a sure shot.
Let me think. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I will say, you did know an older sort of officer in the army with the surname Dane, but you probably didn't really speak to him that much. He wasn't like a part of your regiment, but
Yeah, I remember a Dane. He was an older sort of officer. I didn't really speak to him much. He wasn't really part of my regiment.
yeah, that'll be pops.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Well, good to know you're a good stock lad.
I
punch
appreciate
him.
that. All right, so gathered you 3 here. As I said yesterday, I want you 3 to form my strike team, my eyes and ears in the city. And right now, it's just a kind of a small task to kick things off to see how you 3 work as a unit. I just need you to rendezvous with an ally of ours called Balaba. He's a gnome. He runs a flower shop, and in the background, he kind of supplies us with a couple things we need for potions and enchanting and whatever the R&D team are doing.
Sounds easy
Simple
enough.
enough.
Yep, we'll give you the address. You just need to go, give them the secret passcode, and pick up the supplies.
Oh, okay.
What could possibly go wrong?
the
Why do I feel
passcode.
like Holt is still thinking about the word rendezvous?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The password. Just ask him, when should I plant my milkweed? You say that, he'll lead you into the back room and hand you a sack of supplies.
When the milk plant.
Milo, I think you should be in charge of remembering this.
When should we milk?
As much as I don't like the idea of asking that and him taking me to a back room to get his sack, I will. I will do so.
All right, I appreciate it. All right, you're looking for Balaba's gardening supplies. It's in the South Market District in Indris. He'll write down a version of the address for you, Milo, and pass it across.
Grab it with my dog hands.
You sure will.
So
Alright,
do we
and,
go by code names?
I suppose that's up to you. Is Holt your real name?
Holt just sort of looks around and says, I think a cool code name for the group would be good.
Well, for the group, I guess I'll leave that up to
Yeah.
you guys. I was just gonna refer to you as Strike Team, but
Artemis, you're smart.
Yes.
What would be a cool group name?
ABBA? I don't know.
I like that. I like that.
Maybe you guys can think about the group name on the journey.
All right.
If we must have one, I suppose we'll think about it.
Very well. All right, well, I suppose I'll see you later today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You guys
We'll lead the way.
You guys ready to head out? Then yeah, you'll come back in the same way that Milo led you in last night.
The initials is Ham. That's
The initials are Ham? Oh, it is, isn't it?
Oh, that's good.
Oh, Holt, Artemis, and Milo. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Ham team.
Oh,
Ham.
Ham.
That's pretty good.
There is one problem with Ham.
Yeah.
Is that in RuneScape it's the Humans Against Monsters Association, and it's essentially a racist group.
Oh no.
Oh god, we can't not name ourselves because
of
a
RuneScape.
racist group in RuneScape.
if you
I don't
include-
have ham and cheese paninis anymore. Have you heard?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Eating lunch meat of any kind means you're a racist now.
Yeah.
I've
In
boycotted them.
RuneScape.
Yeah. I mean, if you include Dan's initials, there's slightly more to work with. I don't know. Dam?
Yeah, but still only one
Hammed,
vowel.
Yeah. It would just be Dam, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Or Mad with a H somewhere in
I
there.
like ham.
Ham's good. Ham is just good, yeah.
I like Ham. I do like
Yeah.
Ham.
Ham squad.
Actually,
Ham
to be
squad,
fair,
Team Ham.
Dan's initial is actually
Ham
M.
gang.
Ham gang.
Ham.
All right.
Should we
Ham fan.
role play that then?
Should we roleplay that?
What, you discovering the
Okay.
name Ham?
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
we could just have initials, or we could do Ma or Ahem.
Are you suggesting we name ourselves Ham, Milo?
I
I
wasn't,
like ham.
but now I am.
Big fan of ham. Good meat.
Must
it
we
is.
have a lunch meat moniker? Very well.
Straight off. But I heard right that in the Fey Ends, there's an organization called the Humans Against Monsters group, and their whole thing is yeah. And it's a little bit touchy subject, but
As long as we become more famous,
yeah, that's what we got to do. Is we got to become more famous, and then
we'll be the first one that they think of.
yeah.
You're aware that we're a clandestine secret organization.
Yeah, I suppose that would
Sorry,
get in the way of things.
Are you Artemis, buddy? You got to use simpler words.
All right. You guys,
We can't be famous. We secret.
Oh.
when you
Yeah.
leave the underground, you will see that when you get to like that covered brick wall, from the inside of the tunnel where you are, you can see through the bricks as if they weren't there, or like, as if they were glass. So you can see that the courtyard outside is totally empty, and by depressing again that brick, it retracts, and you guys can step out.
Oh, he so would have walked into it.
The first time? Oh yeah.
Yeah, he so would have walked into it for the first time.
Sorry, chat's saying hamsters for the
I
sort of
just
extension of
Ham.
Ham is, I think Ham is fine, guys.
We're very ham. We very ham people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unlike
very ham people.
we very ham.
We very
It's like
ham.
we bear bears,
Wow.
but we very ham.
We
very
very
ham.
So yeah, you guys step out into the courtyard and then through the alley around the guild hall into this big market square. From you guys are in the central district, which is like where most of like the bigger buildings are, a lot of like the shops and offices and businesses. And there is a tram that leads from this area into the 6 other districts of Validus. So you guys can hop onto that and head down into the South District, which is where this address is.
public transportation.
Yeah,
Do we have
there's-
to pay for the tram?
It's a copper piece each, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Can you guys spot me?
I don't know. Do you not have any money, or do you just not want to pay? Because it definitely could be either.
I'm just gonna say he doesn't have any money.
Okay, that's fair.
Just not on him, right?
Yeah.
A copper piece.
Yeah, sorry, mate. I didn't have any on me when I went out.
At all.
Fun.
All right, yeah. So
Can't
you
just
guys
run
will-
alongside the tram like an army drill. You like that?
I would like that actually, but yeah,
do think
these
that's
these
illegal.
knees aren't what they used to be.
You
What
guys
are
will
they
hop on the
used to
tram. It's about it's about an hour. It's about an hour until you get into the South District.
What a long tram.
It is a big city, to be honest, and the tram's really slow.
Yeah.
You've got to think this is like
Yeah, it's like
this is one of the
stopping
first
constantly.
versions of the trams, and yeah, it's stopping. It's going all the way to the other
Fuck.
district, but you eventually make it.
You know,
a
they
lot
used
quicker
to-
than you would
I
have if you
tur-
walked.
I turned to the other two and it's like, you know, they used to power these with magic.
Yep, I did know that. Now they've stopped.
And
Yeah.
that's
Used
why
to
it's
power
so
them.
fucking
Slow.
slow.
You have
Yeah.
at the front of this tram a kind of like engine part of the cart that is like just chugging out black smoke as you guys are moving along this rail. It's obviously like a early combustion engine.
And it's polluted.
Awful for nature, that.
Awful for nature.
Yeah, I bet.
We
Yeah,
have
chat. I bet you weren't expecting a ecology podcast.
Right.
That's the secret
Magic.
message.
You know, it doesn't pollute. It's green energy.
Is ecology the right word?
Ah,
Eco? I just always think eco, but then I can't remember what it's short for. Anyway, good for the environment.
it's a disgrace.
It's
It's
a
a
disgrace.
disgrace.
You guys make it into Indris, the South District, and eventually to another market square that is here that serves the people in this area. It's a lot smaller than the one in the Central District where your headquarters is located. But sure enough, across the square, across some like small pop-up market stalls, you see the building clearly labelled Balaba's Gardening Supplies.
Well, this seems to be the one.
That's the one.
Right.
Right.
Oh,
Walking inside,
well.
you hear like the little jing of like the
Sorry.
bell.
No.
Oh no, not
Holt
walking inside.
fell asleep
Holt fell asleep on the tram.
on the
We-
tram. Someone's got to wake him up.
Someone wake up.
Okay. oh, sorry. You know, trams always put me to sleep. Oh God, we're gonna get
That's
off.
fair. The way it rocks, yeah, no, I get it. You get off and you make your way to the gardening supply store. Walking in, you hear the little jingle of the bell, and there is a gnome stood, obviously upon a box behind a counter talking to a customer, and he's just finished some sort of deal as the customer walks out.
All
behind you
right.
guys.
When does the weed have milk in it?
Excuse me?
When do I milk? Where do I get the weed?
Balaba turns
Sort of
to the
head
other
in
two,
hands.
sort of completely pale face. He's like, "What is happening?"
Have we met Balaba before?
I
he a
don't think
prior
either of
contact
you
of
would have.
ours?
You know that of him
Okay.
as a contact, and you know people obviously
Right,
usually go out and
okay.
meet him, but you wouldn't have gone on this mission yourself before.
Milo's just gonna lean in and say, "When should I plant the milkweed?"
Oh, hello, my friends. And he like scrambles down off the counter and around, and he runs and he turns the open sign on the door to closed. It's underground business then, is it? Very well. Welcome. What are your names?
Milo.
Oh, sorry.
Milo, Ham, and
No, it's the group's called Ham.
Oh, the group is Ham.
They would. Well, the group is Ham.
the group is. And is that
The group
HAM?
is
Yeah,
apparently
not unrelated.
yes.
Yeah. Not,
We're
not the
workshopping
Hunters
the
Against
name.
Monsters. Yeah.
See.
Yeah.
And I'm Artemis.
At Artemis, very good.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm Holt.
Holt, Artemis,
Yeah.
Milo. Oh, Ham. Oh, I
Yeah,
see
it's
it now.
This is
Actually,
nice.
it's quite
This is
clever.
a nice shop you've got here.
Thank you.
Plants and all that.
Thank you
There's
very much.
there's a little boy who would love the stuff you sell here.
There's quite a lot of little boys that love my. Well, that came out wrong. I mean to say that the younger generation is really into gardening right now. Is what I was trying to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
And many of them frequent
Yes,
my
okay,
shop.
we'll go with that.
Holt very much likes encouraging new generations to
Yeah.
get into hobbies and stuff. So when he sees someone's interested in something, he likes to encourage them.
Balaba is quite a lot younger than you guys, by the way. He's like obviously like an adult. He's like 30 something, but you outclass him in age. You guys are ancient.
Yeah.
Um,
But he's a gnome,
All
right?
right.
He's slightly.
He's-
Well, We've given you the password. Show us your sack.
oh, as you say.
yeah.
Please follow me.
Your weed.
And he'll walk through to the back of the store and open a door that leads into, like, you can see like this part of so there's the storefront, a door that leads into a corridor behind it, and like there's a staircase that goes up to obviously where he lives, and then there's a staircase that goes down into a basement area, and he'll lead you down to the basement. There's like plenty of like little boxes of supplies and tools and that kind of thing. Just
You mean you guys are really true to your name? You just constantly keep going underground.
well, best place for it, isn't it? There's like stocks stocks supplies, everything from his shop here, but he'll lead you to the back of the room where there's this wooden closet at the back. And he's like, yes, I've got everything for you in here. And he opens it, and the closet is empty. And he kind of like stands there for a second.
Oh.
Is it like invisible, like magic?
He like reaches out and touches like the inside of the closet. No, it isn't.
Oh,
where is it? I swear, you have to believe me. Dane, trust me. We go back generations. We know each other. I had the supplies just last night. I swear they're in here.
And who else has been down here since last night?
Nobody can come down here. Dane set me up with a very nice magical alert system. Nobody can come down here without my knowing.
What exactly were these supplies?
Wow.
What was the question?
What exactly were these supplies?
Various alchemical components, crystals, mushrooms, that kind of thing. The things your R&D department need and your potion crafters.
Hey, Milo. Sorry if I'm being a bit presumptuous here, but you got a good sense of smell, right?
Yeah, you could say that.
If it's mushrooms and shit that's gone missing, you want to have a little bit of sniff around, see if it's left any sort of trail?
Oh, I can do my best.
All right, yeah. You, I think, have advantage on perception checks that rely on your hearing or your scent,
I do.
right?
Hearing or smell.
So
yes.
give us, if you want to go ahead with that plan, give us a perception check with advantage.
The advantage is at the top of the sheet. If you go.
Yeah. Well, I have a. Oh yeah, you can click it now, can't you?
Yeah. You hit advantage and then you do it.
Where actually?
Right at the very top.
Guys,
of the
we're getting
sheet,
used to these new Roll20 sheets. They just updated everything.
Yeah. Oh,
it
yes,
says pop-
advantage.
yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Select that, and then when you
under
roll, it'll be with
automatic for me.
advantage. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm looking forward to it.
Well, with bated breath.
Hey. Where do I click? I'm clicking on perception now, and it won't do it.
Hey?
It's on the left there.
It should just be on the
On
left.
the left.
Yeah,
Oh,
with
on
all
the
these
left.
skills.
Ah.
I want to know what he was clicking on.
I don't know what the
hold
fuck he was
let me
clicking
see.
on.
Okay. So you lean in, you take a good whiff, and sure enough, it smells like this cupboard has been recently and just for a long time filled with some pretty potent smelling junk, right? Some mushrooms, some
So it at least proves that he had it
herbs,
at
that
some
kind of thing,
point,
yeah.
right?
And you can tell
Like,
that
he's not
they've
just
been in
lying.
here very recently. But there's no real way to tell like a trail or anything like that.
And also, Holt just implicitly trusts him. So it's like, well, Milo, what's happening?
Yeah, well, I can definitely smell mushrooms and other things of the like, but nothing I can grasp of where they would have gone.
Oh, sorry, little man. It looks like somebody took him.
How could they have gotten in, and where would they take them, and how would they even know they were here? You Arcane Underground Lord are the only ones I tell about this kind of thing.
Maybe there's a mole in the Mole Guild. Hey, I turn round. I'm familiar with the group. I'm like, I haven't met the rest of this, Arcane underground lot. I'm a new member. You guys have anyone? But thanks, mate. You guys have anyone that a little suspicious? We in the army we had traitors poking their nose around, ready to stab us in the back. We got quite good at rooting them out.
It certainly is worrying.
Perhaps we could take a look at this magical security system Dane left you with. See if it's been tampered
Yes,
with.
absolutely. And he'll lead you upstairs, and you see in the sort of corridor that he led you into, he points out in the corners of the room there's 4 gems that are glowing very, very faintly. He's like, if I'm the first person to walk into this room, I can dismiss the alarm system myself and continue downstairs. But if anyone else was to walk in here without me dismissing it, a very loud sound would alert me. So if anybody comes in or out of this door, I know about it.
Is there any sort of arcana or investigation check I can do on the gems to see if they've been tampered with in some way?
Yeah, absolutely. If you like, he gives you like a little step stool to get up and actually look at them. If you want to give me an arcana check.
Sure.
Ooh, an Arcana check.
Yeah. How many of those do you see?
These.
But no,
Yeah,
Isekai
let's
D&D
go.
fans never saw a fucking arcana check.
I have a little red dot next to that. Does that mean I have an advantage with that?
It means
means
you have proficiency
in it.
Yeah, but if you just click on it, it will
Proficiency,
automatically
Just
it'll
click
roll
on
it
it,
with
yeah.
the proficiency.
Okay, cool.
24. Okay.
Ho ho!
To your expert eye, this alarm system, it's exactly as he says it is. That is exactly the system that's been set up, and it seems to be in perfect working order.
Well, from what I can tell, this is exactly as it should be. I don't see any signs of tampering here.
There's no other entrances or anything.
Oh, no, it's a basement. This is the only way in, I think.
Right, well, I'm stumped then.
Should
What
we
if,
investigate for other ways in? Could someone have tunneled into this basement?
They'd have
Lot
a
of work to
bloody
go
hard time, but I suppose you could check the walls.
I'm gonna check the walls.
What was his name again?
Balaba.
Balaba. Balaba.
Yes?
How tied to you is this thing?
Oh, you mean the supplies?
How tied to you is the security system?
Oh, completely. It only functions from me.
How does it know you're you?
Well, you see, the crystals in their magic, I was chosen as the person. You see that the magic. I'll admit I don't know a ton about magic, but this is what Dane told me. That it is my person that is encoded into these crystals. So I am the only one who can dismiss their alarm.
Like it's likeness
Visually?
or is yeah.
But no, like my, I don't know, spirit.
Being.
I don't know how this works. That's just what I've been told.
If it was visually, we might have had something. But if
I've
it's tied to
stopped
your
down to
soul, that's different.
Yeah, so
I
Holt,
don't
you've gone
suppose
down to the
you,
basement.
Yeah. Am I able to look around like a perception?
Yeah. Do you want to? Well, it can be either an investigation or a perception, depending on
I
how
would
you
like
want
to do a perception,
Alright, let's see a perception.
of like looking at the walls to see if there's
Yeah.
anything, anything remiss.
Ooh. Oh, okay.
Not a bad perception
So
check. from
most of
old
the
Holty
walls down here they're brick. It's like an old brick, and they
Good
don't
stuff.
seem to have been misplaced, tampered with, or changed. They look like they've been where they have
Yeah.
been for a very long time.
I'm
As you
also looking at like the back of the wardrobe.
as you cast your eyes over the wardrobe, though, the doors are still open, and you see what looks like long kind of scratch marks on the backboards of this closet.
Yeah. Okay. I take my great axe
Mhm.
and I smash the back of the closet.
Okay. Smashing the wood at the back of the closet. These panels, like some of them you just cleave through, but a lot of them just fall backwards. They hadn't been nailed in, they'd just kind of been propped up against the back of the closet, and they fall back now into a small tunnel. The tunnel's maybe
All right, lads.
2 foot
I
wide.
yell out. All I had to do is start hitting things. It's always the solution.
They'll definitely, you guys upstairs will hear this clatter, and Balaba will like run downstairs. What on earth have you done? And he sees the tunnel. He's
Sorry.
like,
Jesus Christ.
oh.
No tunnel. I point.
Yeah, so like I say, it's about 2 foot wide, the tunnel. Actually, wait. D&D always fucks up my sense of scale. It's like a foot wide, actually.
Is this
Not
a
a big tunnel.
gnome-sized tunnel?
It's not a big
Is it a
tunnel.
gnome-sized tunnel?
Uh,
A gnome's like 3 or 4 feet tall, right?
do you want to ask him if it looks to your eye about a foot wide? It looks a little too small for a gnome. Like maybe he could squeeze
It's-
through, but
There's a tiny hole here. I say someone came through this, but it is tiny.
yes, it would have to be quite small to get through there.
A rat.
A big rat, but yes.
Big rat. Well,
What would a
Uh,
big rat want with alchemical?
it's
Things.
food, in it? They could just eat it up.
Well, some of it was food,
No.
I suppose. The rest was
It wasn't
inorganic.
eaten. It wasn't eaten. I'd know if it was eaten.
Would you?
Is this tunnel like? Is it like hand dug? Is it built?
Yeah, so
Was it there?
looking-
Has it always been there?
You don't need to do any sort of perception check for this. It's quite obvious as you lean in. This tunnel was dug with claws, long claws. And you can see those claw marks clear as it's scooping this dirt to the sides. And they're the same claw marks.
mole.
They're the same claw marks that you saw on the back of this cupboard. Halt.
Milo, can you sniff the hole?
As long as you never ask me that question again.
You have to sniff the hole to get the sack.
Give me a whole sniff check.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sniff the hole.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now that like the backboards are off and you're like actually close to this tunnel, you can smell beyond like the smell of the herbs and stuff. There is a clear scent of some kind of animal, one that you don't recognize, but like a clear scent of an animal mixed in with something else.
And hey, Milo, does the mushroom smell continue down that hole?
It definitely does.
I'm gonna say yes, it does. That you can perceive that it continues down there.
Yeah.
But also something else.
What?
Like a
Something
creature?
else like what?
Like an animal?
Actually, I wonder, Milo, how good is your knowledge of animals?
You can
My
do a nature check.
You can give me a nature check. Yeah.
yeah, it would be +3. So
Because you may well
no
be able to
advantage,
identify
obviously.
it if it's something you've encountered before. Holy shit. It's a large mole.
18. It's
It is a large
what?
mole. It is a mole.
It's a large mole.
Yes.
Wait. You're not gonna believe me when I tell you this.
What?
I think we're dealing with a large mole.
A large mole? I knew it. I felt it in my bones. I felt I'd be dealing with a mole one way or another.
Uh-huh.
But how did the mole get all that stuff through that little
Physical
hole?
mole, not a metaphorical mole.
No. How did a mole get all the... I mean, I assume he had to do it slowly.
If it was in a sack,
well-
you just dragged the sack through the tunnel. Sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
the sack would have been small enough to fit through the hole.
Somebody's trained a mole to steal mushroom sacks. What's this city come to?
A whole new black market.
Can any of you figure out where this hole goes to and who took
Well,
my
it's a-
supplies?
I can make the hole bigger.
Oh.
Yeah, I just start digging.
Just with your hands?
I have something.
Oh, you might have like a
I
little
have.
shovel.
I might have a little shovel. I do. I have a. Oh God, I actually have so much shit. It gives you so much shit. I think I do have a shovel just in my backpack.
I mean, yeah, I believe that. Honestly, it's like
Yeah.
one of those like little shorter like military shovels. I don't know if you've seen those that they get in the army.
I got this 30 years ago from my friend Ted.
It just shatters
like
as you dig it in.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, no, you just start going at the hole. You just start digging. What are the other two thinking?
Sorry, I'm making a big hole in your wall, mate, but we got to find out where it goes. And this is the only way I can think.
Yeah.
Unless you guys have a better
how-
idea.
Where's the back of your shop?
Yeah.
The back of my shop. Well, behind my shop is a row of houses. Could you please stop making the hole in the wall so big?
Sorry, mate. Did I? I like to think that I've shoveled the dirt on top of him.
He's just standing there in a
that
pile
he's just
of dirt.
his head is just poking out on top of a mound of dirt.
Yeah. While he's having this conversation with Milo. There's a row of houses behind this shop, and then a road and a church. Beyond that, I suppose another street, another row of houses. You know, how far does this hole go?
That's what I'm gonna find out.
I
need a break.
I think there must be a way to figure out how far the hole goes without digging it more.
Sorry. Does anyone have like a cup of tea?
I can make you a cup of tea.
Yeah, I need it.
He'll run off to
Thanks.
brew you something.
Oh,
What do you
fuck.
think of Milo?
I'm thinking of sending down like just burning hands it to like send the fire down and see like how far the fire goes.
You hear it?
Yeah, do you have a less conspicuous spell? A less dangerous one?
You might. There's like is there not the cantrip that's like light or something? I don't know.
I mean, yeah, but I didn't put it on my bar.
Oh. That's fair.
I can have it if you want.
Wait, what's that?
You could do what? Sorry,
Artemis
Artemis.
Could I use some of the broken bits of wood from the wardrobe to fashion like a small wind-up toy that could like go down the hole and like making a noise, and then when it hits the other end,
Yeah,
it's
is that
able
with
to gauge the distance?
your what is it?
Tinker tools, right?
Tinker's tools?
Yeah, I think Tinker's tools, woodworking tools, one of those. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
That's
so.
pretty smart.
Yeah.
I've got I forget what the ability's called, but I have
it's
the
just
ability that I can make a tool very quickly, but it'll
Yeah,
only
it's
last
the
for the day.
fast crafting or whatever it is that
That's
you
the
get
one, yeah,
from
fast
your
crafting.
from one of your feats. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely, you can do that.
Yeah, I think you just
Okay,
hit the
I would
Tinker's
like to-
tools on your in the bottom left of your sheet. I think you can just click that, right? Is that a thing?
Tinker's tool.
I also have dark vision, so I'll be able to see it.
Ah.
Quite far
to be
into
fair,
the
yeah,
hole as
to
well.
that point, actually, dark vision, Milo, you can see that the tunnel goes back about 20 feet, like in a straight line, and then starts to go up. Starts to angle upwards. And you can't see how far it goes after that, but 20 feet in a straight line and then starts to angle upwards.
Artemis
Okay.
puts the tools back in the tool belt dejectedly.
Did you not roll well?
I didn't. Well, it seemed unnecessary now because the whole point was finding out how far the tunnel went, and Milo just saw with dark vision.
Oh, saw that it went up.
Yeah.
yeah.
I assumed it was going to go for further.
But I mean,
fair
yeah, you
Fun.
did in the meantime, I think, tinker together a little device.
Yeah, you've got a scouting device now
Yeah.
that-
Sure.
for future use.
Okay.
What does it look like?
It looks like a little toy train,
Oh, okay, that's cute.
little sort of wooden.
Well,
metal
would
toy
if
train
you
that would
set it down
roll
that
along.
tunnel, would it be able to climb the?
They go upwards.
Yeah,
Let's say yes.
because it's not. It doesn't look that steep. It doesn't look that steep, and I presume
Oh,
like
it's
your
got,
toy
like,
has like little wheels on it. So
Yeah, it's got little wheels with like some grip, like little
Okay.
wooden
Can we
spokes
attach
on so it can grip the
strings
ground a bit.
so we know?
do
string
any of you
attached.
like have rope
Oh,
string?
and then if the toy goes up wherever it ends up, and then you pull it back, Milo can sniff it and like a dog follow that scent to where we need to go.
Oh,
Oh, maybe.
That's-
okay.
That's
Or no, even better, we just put a strong scent on the toy, and then we send the toy down.
and so
then
and then it deposits the scent
All
essentially.
right, who's pissing on
and
the
then
toy?
we track that.
Who's shitting
Yeah.
on the toy? Yeah.
I've already had a piss this morning. Does anyone else want to do it?
I'm gonna.
Could we ask the
surely
shop
have
owner for like a strong smelling flower or something?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that'd
he
work.
has
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. He
Oh
can-
yeah,
he can-
we are in a house of
Yeah,
herbs.
and he'll come down. He'll come down with like mint or something, and just like rub it all over the train. He'll give you a cup of tea, Holt.
Mhm.
Yeah, we've really big brained this one.
Yeah,
We have,
for sure.
we
yeah,
have.
yeah.
He just like rubs
Oh,
the mint
yeah.
all over the toy. He's like, "Is that enough? Will that do?"
I rub it a little bit more. I think.
Okay.
Get really in there.
Yeah, a little bit more.
Okay. Yes, it is.
More. Well, actually, and then like maybe put a little thing on it so that it can tip over at the end. Artemis, can you make it like tip over at the end, like it deposits the mint?
I mean, the mint will still be on the train. That feels like an
it's
unnecessary
rubbed
extra
in.
mechanism. Just a
I
minty
just
train.
what I mean is so that like at the other end we've got the mint there, so then we can easier to follow in it.
Sure, I
The mint will be
prodded it.
there.
I prodded it for another 30 seconds with my tools, and it has a.
This
it
is
has like
incredible.
A little cup for the mint
This
that will
is
dip
so-
the mint
this is
out at
sick.
the other end.
Yeah.
This is
yeah.
awesome.
This probably
I
the whole
love it.
process takes you probably like 20 minutes because you're getting into
Yeah.
some engineering at this point. But yeah, you managed
Yeah,
to
it's
piece
like, this
this
is
little train
entirely
together.
unnecessary, but okay, sure.
I think
I'll
between
do
the
that.
three of you definitely have like a ton of rope, so you can attach a thin rope to the back of this train. And you want to set it down the tunnel?
Yeah, I wind up the minty train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it down the tunnel.
it sets off. You hear like a little.
How many chuggers before you chew?
Oh,
I think like
mine's
5.
quite a lot. Chugga.
You got an odd number chugger, Connor?
Six. I do six.
I'd say
Chugga.
I think I do 6
Oh, no,
or
it's-
8.
6 for
It's
me.
actually 4.
Yeah, it's either 4 or 8, depending.
Mine's 6, I'm right
I think
in
it has to be.
Okay, Mods,
Chugga,
we do a
chugga,
poll
chugga,
in
chugga,
chat. How
chugga,
many
chugga,
chuggers
chugga,
before
chugga.
you
Yeah,
Chugga.
I think if chat just spams a number of chuggers, I
Mhm.
think that's a nice democratic system. Anyway, what were we doing?
6
You
is
set
so
the
weird.
train down the tunnel. It doesn't
Yeah.
chugga choo choo. It like clicks
it's a silent
because it's
tone.
clockwork.
Yeah,
It's
true. Yeah.
and it makes its way down. And as it gets to the end, you see the wheels tick. They do grip, and it starts up this slow
I think
slope.
6 is weird.
It is way too many.
I think 4 is good.
12?
8 is good. 12 is
people
like
in
if your
chat saying
train's on a
12.
long distance journey.
Yeah, people saying
But it
12 in
has to
chat.
be a
I think
multiple of 4.
people saying 12 are counting the chuggers twice. So it's chugga, like 2. You know. So they're actually doing 6 like me. Anyway, the train doesn't even make that sound. It goes up the tunnel. It goes up, and after like a little while, the rope stops moving. It stops where it is.
Oh yeah.
And did you guys want to like pull it back, or are you leaving it there?
It's hit its end. I'm happy to just leave
Yeah,
it there
deposit
and
the
then
mint.
go
Yeah.
upstairs and
I mean,
try
I
and
mean,
find.
fair enough.
Based on
Yeah, you're right.
how much rope like you sort of let slacken and go down the tunnel, you think it's about 50 feet. So 20 in a straight
Alright.
line, and then 30 upwards.
Milo, get to sniffing, boy.
Am I going to need to do another smell check then to like see if I can follow it outside?
First of all, you guys are going to exit the shop, and obviously there's no scent of mint immediately at the shop, right? But
Yeah.
following the direction now that you're on the ground level, you sort of turn a corner and head towards the street that's behind this store. You head in the general direction, and Milo, you are going to give me a perception check, like I say, with advantage.
Yeah.
Why, 18 anyway, didn't even need the
Oh, yeah,
advantage.
didn't even need
18
it, but
anyway, yeah. There you
like
go.
basically as soon as you're onto the street behind.
I'll do one more.
Yeah, why not?
You never know.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
No, it's 18.
We'll stick with the 18.
18.
As soon as you're on the street behind the store, you start heading in what you feel is like about 50 feet behind sort of the back of the gardening store, and you end up. So there's a churchyard, right on the street, right behind the store, and entering sort of the churchyard, the graveyard area. You're walking through when you very quickly catch that scent of mint, and it leads you all the way to the back of this small church, where there is a shed. It looks like this is a shed for tools for like the groundskeeper or whoever it is that works. You know, this outside area of the church.
Well, it's definitely coming from this shed.
Right, are we going to just break into some bishop's shed then?
Well, some bishop may have broken into to our supplies, so it's fair.
Out of curiosity, are any
I
of
ain't
your
mad at
characters religious? Do you guys go to church? There's several like state sponsored kind of religions within Validus.
I don't know enough about the
pantheon.
religions of this
Yeah.
world to say that. So maybe
The
I'll
fun thing
I'll
about
research
Arcanum
that between sessions.
is that you can. Well, Conan was entirely built off what the players wanted when we initially
Yeah.
made it. So, so a lot of religions were just made by the players because they wanted that to
Yeah.
be their religion. So, to be honest, you could say I support this religion, and we have to make that canon in
Yeah,
universe.
we do. That's how the world works.
Okay.
But there's also so there's like
There are
infinite, minority religions, but like in terms of like actual official state government backed religions within Validus, there's 9. That form
There's
like
9 now?
the government
Wow.
pantheon.
They got more.
They've formed over the last like few hundred years, but yeah.
Yeah, I think Holt would have been a follower of what's her name, the sword lady. Oh God, you remember?
You remember? Sorry, for those
remember?
lost, Rustage is referring to a campaign that we ran in this same world. Maybe 8 years ago?
Edelbrand!
Oh my god, Edelbrand. I think
Edelbrand.
Edelbrand is probably a minority religion that like mostly
No, what?
mostly doesn't exist that
she
much
used to be
anymore.
the majority religion. What happened?
Yeah, it's been like
It's
been like 700 years in world.
I mean,
since...
I understand
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
and she was quite a war-focused goddess.
Yeah.
That
That was like
quite a,
the
medieval time.
old Validus royal family like religion, right? Edelbrand.
The idea behind Edelbrand was that she isn't the one that created the world. She killed God,
Yeah.
and that makes him better than God. And that's what the Luvians believed in. It's like we don't, as long as we kill the people who make the shit, it's our shit now.
Yeah.
That's like old timey Deluvian.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think people of Deluvia eventually. Oh, sorry, this is a law dump. Over sort of the 700 years since, like the attitude has been more of, oh, Edelbrand is just one of many gods, and
that makes
as
sense.
people
Like-
steered more towards the gods that represented the things that they valued, that became the pantheon of Deluvia.
yeah. You know what? I actually don't think he would have been Edelbrand. I think he would have been Noctua. And
But what was
I'll
Noctua's
stick by
sort
that.
of thing?
wisdom, mercy, knowledge,
Wisdom,
patience.
mercy, knowledge. Okay. Well, I mean, there might be like
Yeah.
a modern equivalent of that, but we can talk about that.
We can talk about
well, it
that.
could
What
still
is
be
what
Noctua.
does the church represent? The one that's in front of us.
The one that's in front of you is a church of it is a church of Nolnun, which is the god of like life, birth, healing, that kind of thing. You know that
Nolnun.
so the churches are like some of the only people in this country that can use magic legally. They use very special types of clerical magic, and the Church of Nolnun is like licensed. Its clerics are licensed to use healing magic. So they're essentially doctors. And this is a smaller church. You know, there are much bigger sort of cathedrals out in the city, but this is a smaller church that serves this area.
Well, I mean, I respect the bishops and priests there. For some reason, they're still allowed to use a little bit of their magic for healing, and that's, but, wish we could all do it. You can't, there's only so many bishops. and there's so many people wounded in the city. It's of course a real crisis.
What doesn't make sense to me is why the only people in the city actually allowed to practice magic legally would need to get their supplies by stealing them.
Hmm.
Well,
Well.
let's find out, shall we? I'm
Right.
gonna try and pick whatever lock is on this shed door.
Yeah,
There
it's
is
a
one.
pretty
On the shed
rudimentary one. There is a lock. It's like a big old keyhole, and it's a pretty rudimentary one. Do you want to give me a thieves' tool check?
Yeah, could I use Dex for that?
Yes. These.
Yeah. Well, actually, I might. Can I use anything else?
Your dex not pretty good. Picking a lock is unfortunately dexterity.
Okay.
All right, mate. I kick the door down.
The door breaks really easily. It's a very thin piece of wood. As you kick it in off its hinges.
I'm sure Artemis could fix it up afterwards.
What strikes you is, of course, the big hole in the floor. First of all, it's a small shed, maybe like 10 by 10 feet. There's like some tools, like clippers and that kind of like gardening tools in the corners of the room, a box of something or other, and then a big hole in the ground that has been like very loosely covered with some like planks of wood in an attempt to hide it, but it's very obvious that there's a hole in the ground.
All right.
Okay.
There's a hole in the ground. Is the train here?
Yeah, you can see it on the other side of the wooden planks. It's kind of like bashing against the wood, like, and it has. It's
Well, this is
deposited
definitely
as
the same hole.
Yeah. I pick up the mint train and I put it in my bag.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I like it.
I assume you like pulling the
Hope
rest of the
likes the
rope as
train.
well.
Sure.
Yeah,
Where
I think
is the
that-
bag of
Well,
supplies?
you're welcome to the mint train.
Thank you.
There's no sign of the bag of supplies in this shed.
Yeah, I don't imagine he'd keep it here, but it does paint suspicion. I mean, what else is in here? Like gardening supplies?
Yeah, there's like a wheelbarrow, some like shears to cut hedges, that kind of thing. Just
Are there
really
any-
basic gardening supplies.
It looks
Any
like
sort
the gardener's the one that's suspicion here.
Is the gardener a mole?
Oh, yeah, we're looking after an animal, isn't it? Maybe it was an accident.
An accidental
ani-
mole.
Well, maybe the mole was just digging around and went, mushrooms, and just
There's a
got it.
non-zero chance that a mole entered a shed and dug a hole that went directly to the back of the closet. There is a non-zero chance of that happening.
Like,
Okay.
maybe there's no foul play here. And we've got to
I
find
really
a
don't
really,
see why.
a really high mole.
I will say, none of you have ever seen a mole in Validus, but it's possible.
Oh,
A
we've never
loose
seen a-
mole escaped from, I don't know,
I
someone's
really
private
don't
collection.
see why he wouldn't take it out the sack and just eat it right there, right then.
Could it be
Right.
possible it wasn't a mole at all, and simply someone or something taking the form of a mole?
You could do that?
I will say the magic
With
users
that-
are very aware of people who can, cast
Yeah.
sort of
Oh,
shape-shifting
they
magic, as well as druids. But Holt is
Yeah.
very unaware.
Yeah. I barely understand the first thing about magic. Magic
Yes,
to
yeah,
Holt
what-
is like anime to like a boomer. Like that's like
Yeah.
like he
Not
was
all
you
just
know,
dogs.
So is this Nintendo?
Yeah. That's that's sort of yeah.
Yeah.
You can it's incredible. You can transform into animals.
Oh, it's
Wait,
certain magics,
Milo.
yes.
Milo, are you secretly a man?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm just a dog man.
A dog man. You incredible.
Sometimes I wish I could turn out of this form.
Damn.
Oh no, mate. I love it. You can smell real good. You know, we would have loved having someone like you in the army.
That's a fair point, actually. You would have.
Yeah.
How do you guys want to proceed here?
Is there any sort of like detect magic or the remnants of magic to see if it was someone using a magical mole form?
Do you
Yeah, you
have
can
the
see
spell
if
detect
maybe there's
magic?
I do not have the spell detect magic.
Does Milo? No?
Nah, Milo would have it.
Then
Holt doesn't. Just in case.
just in case anyone
Is there, I guess we should just do a general investigation check, see if there's maybe a trail we can follow or something.
Yeah.
Like footprints, dirt trail.
if you're looking for
things like
footprints,
that.
it'll be a survival check if someone wants to give me that.
What's my survival? It's
Who is wise
+2.
among us? 2, yeah, go for it.
+2, okay.
You can't really make out anything that looks like footprints in the dirt.
No. Well.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
So
look for the
everything just
gardener.
smells like mint now.
What'd you say you were doing? Holt?
Well, Holt says to the group, "Should I just go look for the gardener? If it's the gardener's shed, we'll just interrogate him. Don't need to do all this." sneaking
Well, the
around."
problem is we can't really interrogate anyone because we're looking for illegal stuff.
Sure, we can. It's not, it's only illegal by law, but it's, it's good, right? We're doing good.
It's only illegal. It's only illegal according to the law, guys. He has a
What
good
is
point.
your understanding of the legal system?
Well, I think the laws are bullshit because they, if a law is bad and doesn't help the people, it shouldn't be followed, right? Morality is more important than law, right? Like if I followed the law when I was in the army, I would be dead by now.
Oh, that
It was
doesn't
the
bode well,
law-
by the way. That just makes it sound like he's a war criminal.
That really doesn't sound good. We never
Law,
obeyed the law in the army.
Yeah.
the laws of validus gets people killed. Innocent
Look.
people, good people die. Good people go to prison because of the laws.
Mm.
Right?
We're
If the
gonna-
government one day just decided that it was illegal to be a dog man, you wouldn't think that was right, would it?
Well, no.
That's as may be.
Right?
But,
So
drawing unwanted attentions to us is just going to get us in prison faster.
how do you know that drawing unwanted attention to me is how you guys found me in the first place? That's the skill set you're hiring me for.
All right. What
It
are we
wasn't my
thinking?
idea.
What are you
I'll
guys
be
thinking?
friendly.
It's going to be less of an interrogation and more intimidation.
a friendly little chat with a gardener. I love gardeners. They love me. I've been to many plant shops in my time.
You've been to 2.
I've been to 2. That's more than 1. I mean, that's
Alright, I
Holt's
guess we're
point
looking
of
for
view.
a
I mean,
gardener.
it's up to you guys. Can continue investigating and doing all your intelligent stuff, but Holt is very
Your intelligence.
like.
I can do a straight up investigation check of the shed if we want. I've got a +5 for that.
What would you be
Yeah,
looking
you
for?
can look around.
That's a good question.
Anything out of the
any-
ordinary, I guess.
And yeah, anything out of the ordinary. Yeah.
Big hole in
you
the floor.
can give me an investigation check. 15.
It's pretty good. It's all right.
I'll say that I mean, there isn't anything out of the ordinary. It looks like a gardener's shed. The
gardener's shed with
only
a
thing
hole
out
in
of out of the ordinary is the hole.
Is the whole.
Mhm.
Yeah, but there's nothing. Sort
And
of
mole
noteworthy
fur
besides it.
wise, it's not like. Importantly,
Mm.
and I don't know if you'd pick that up with the investigation check. If there's any mole fur, does it stop in the shed or does it trail out of the shed?
There's no sign
Like
of
even
fur.
just in a little bit. No sign
no
of
sign
fur
of fur, no.
whatsoever.
No.
Okay,
Well, moles
so
don't molt.
They don't. Wait, I need to look at a picture of a mole. I've forgotten what they look like.
And there's different types of mole.
There is several different types, and I don't think
Okay.
this version is the one that you're thinking of. Oh, the one that will come up with a Google search. I'll be honest.
Okay, fair enough.
Could be a
but
naked
Holt's-
mole rat. There wouldn't be any fur at all.
True. Holt.
Yeah.
In the meantime, did you wanted to try and find the gardener?
Right, well, so the Hulk will then walk out
Yeah.
and then just sort of walk around the
So
garden. Friendly, like he's smiling.
Yeah. The grounds of the church are, the church is kind of small, but the grounds are much bigger. There's like graveyard, and it looks like they've made this into kind of like a park. So you look around, you see several people just from a glance. Most of them seem to be stopped at graves, or a couple are just walking through on the path that goes through this site. But no one seems dressed or outfitted like a gardener.
I walk up to a random person.
Yeah.
I say, hey, you know where the gardener is? Oh, sorry, hey, mate, how are you doing?
Hello. No, I have no idea where I don't work here.
Oh, sorry, what's your name?
My name?
Yeah, what's your name?
Sorry, you've just taken me by surprise. I've forgotten
No, I
my
understand
name.
it.
My name is Nat.
Nat.
Many such cases.
Nice. It's so nice to meet you. You work here? You're a priest?
No,
No,
I
you
said
said you didn't work
I
here.
don't. No, I'm just going to the market.
You don't work here. You're
The
just going
priests
to
are in the
market. Do
church.
know-
You could speak to the priest if you want.
I'll go talk to the priest. Very kind of you. Yeah, take care of yourself, man.
You too.
Look after your family.
I will.
That does sound like a threat.
Yeah.
He did not mean it in a threatening way.
He's definitely kind of like eyeing you as he walks away, but...
No, before he leaves, sorry. Holt
Yeah, I want to know
kneels
more about
down. Yeah, Holt kneels down and picks up like a daffodil and gives it to him. He goes, yeah, take this.
Oh,
It's nice, isn't it?
I don't have any money.
No, I'm not selling it to you. You could just have it.
Oh,
I got it from the ground in front of you.
Yes.
I think it's nice to appreciate the little things.
True.
All right.
Can you just so I know how this guy like is perceiving you as a character here? Can you just give me like a flat charisma check just so I know the vibes?
Charisma's not good.
Yeah, I just want to read the vibes here.
11's fine.
You know what?
11's
It's
fine.
nice and neutral. It's nice and neutral. He's like,
Okay. Thank you. Fairly well.
There they go. All right.
Is it Nat with a G?
you don't know.
GNA. Yeah, how do you spell it?
It's spelled N-A-T.
Oh, is it short for anything?
It's short for...
Well, you see that this guy's an elf, and he's like,
It's short for Natalevia.
Oh, he's an elf. Natalivia. Oh, it's always good to see elves in the city.
Yes.
I fought alongside elves when I was in the army.
you're getting like increasingly far away from each other. He's like,
They're good at firing bows.
Thank you for your
Matt's walking
service.
steadily faster.
oh, Daniel, your camera's gone off.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Switch it up. Okay.
That's him falling out of Nat's vision.
You two are just like watching this exchange, by the way, the whole time from the side.
The battery of my camera is exactly 2 hours.
Oh, I
Just as
see.
a
I
fun-
see.
That's a fun fact for you.
That's fun. That is fun. That does mean
anyway,
we'll be wrapping this up shortly.
Yeah, I walk into the church.
Yeah. Okay. You guys, so the other two, you'll have conducted your investigation, found nothing. You'll have seen him have this interaction, and he is walking towards the church. I don't know if you want to join him or if you guys want to stay outside to do. any kind of
we
other
should
checks.
probably join him.
I don't like the idea of leaving him unsupervised.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay. I walk into the church. Hey, God people.
When you walk into the church, there's no sort of mass or anything happening right now.
Yeah,
There's like a
couple
single
priests.
person on a pew who like looks up, but then turns back to silent prayer.
Oh, sorry. It's supposed to be quiet. Hey, God people.
As you make your way down,
Really?
so you two are following in behind, right? Artemis and Milo.
Yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. As you make your way down, sort of like the central aisle towards the front of the church, and a robed man walks out. So the robes of Nolnoon are like scarlet red. These guys are like trained first responders and medics usually at a priest level, and then at cleric level they get the magic. And he's like in like full red with like a little veil over his mouth and nose.
Mm-hmm.
And as you enter and approach, he sort of like unclips it so you can see his face. Hello. Welcome.
Martial law.
Hello.
No. Hello. My name's Holt.
It's
Praise
pleasure
God.
to meet you.
Now noon.
Yes,
noon?
praise Nolnoon.
Now noon. Praise now noon. Right.
Is your
so-
gardener about?
Yeah. Where's your gardener?
The gardener? Oh, that
Yeah.
bloody layabout. No, I haven't seen him in days.
You haven't seen him in days.
Oh, it's been some time. He, without warning, just didn't show up one day, and well, he's kept his bloody shovel, I'll tell you that much. We need that back.
He's got a shovel. Mine just broke.
That's your new motivation as a character. To get
Yeah.
Do you
Right. Do you know where-
you have a mole problem?
Yeah, you've got a mole
Moles.
problem.
Oh,
but-
well, because
yeah.
the bloody gardener hasn't been here for several days.
Right. Well, the gardener. Do you know where he lives?
Yes, but I don't think I can give that information
Just
out
divulge
to
it.
anybody.
Well, we
Oh.
can do you a favor here. We can go help get your gardener back, and you don't have to do anything in exchange. We're just friendly Samaritans. That's a religious term.
Friendly Samaritans is the name of our pesticide organization. We're clearing out the moles in the area. We'd like to
Yeah.
talk to your
We've been
gardener
commissioned
personally.
We
by
need to talk to
some,
you, gardener.
local businesses to sort out a mole problem, and we've tracked the moles to your graveyard outside.
Oh, that
Yeah.
does sound
And
like
yeah.
an issue. Say, you don't
So,
look
yeah.
like the gardening type.
Well, not
Uh,
gardening, pest control. Very
Yeah,
different.
with a
Could
control
you
type.
could you give me some kind of deception?
I
Deception, right.
have something for this. Don't
I will
worry.
allow since Milo kind of took the lead on the pest control thing. Milo roll it with advantage, being the help from everyone else.
But I thought Milo was doing something else, was he?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna use Gift of Gab.
Oh, I see.
Ah.
What is
Does
When I
it
cast
have
the spell,
vocal
I skillfully reshape the memories of listeners in my immediate area.
okay.
So I'm gonna reshape his memory that he has heard of the pesticide control.
Oh,
recently in the
okay.
area.
Billboard
okay.
with us on outside, like
Yeah.
down the road. He remembers the big billboard with our faces
Yeah.
on for the pest control.
Okay. Wait. Okay. Is there any sort of check to do with that?
Yeah, hold up. And also, is that... Well, wait.
Because that
Cost me 2 gold
Huh.
coins.
Gift of Gab. You said.
Gift of Gab.
Gab.
When you cast a spell, you skillfully reshape the memories of listeners in your immediate area, so that the creature of your choice within 5 feet forgets everything you said within the last 6 seconds.
Oh, that's
Those
not
creatures
what
then-
it does.
Oh yeah, you don't change their memories. You just
Yeah.
make them
I
forget the
just
last 6
still
seconds.
reshape the memories.
No, you just make them
Ah.
forget everything that you said to them in 6 seconds.
Okay.
And then those
we'll
creatures
just do
then
the
remember
deception
that you
roll then.
actually said the words you speak as the verbal component of the spell. It
Right.
doesn't reshape the Because if you said
Okay.
something,
Yeah.
it's quite useful.
I was
It's
like,
if you
damn, that sounds like a
divulged-
powerful spell. You can just alter memories.
No, if you divulge quite important information, you can like Men in Black them. And then
Right,
they
right,
think
right,
you
yeah.
said
Alright.
something else.
I'll use that if this doesn't work.
All right. Well, give me deception with advantage.
You have advantage.
As I
You
said,
have
with
advantage. You have
advantage.
advantage. So
Because you have
roll
help
again.
from
Roll
your
again.
friends. I thought you said you had a +5 on this.
Okay.
No, he doesn't. That's
+5. Okay.
Artemis had a +5 to
Oh, I see.
investigation.
Sorry. 17
17's
is
good, though.
great. Yeah. He sort of nods and he's like, yes, maybe I've heard of your organization. Very good. Yes, something like that's important. If you've been commissioned by someone else to handle our problem, then by all means. But
Yeah.
yes, I suppose you should speak to the gardener. Here, he lives on Temple Row. It's just the next street over. It's number 56.
Thank you
Oh,
very
that's
much.
good. Thanks, mate.
But be warned, he
Appreciate it.
never answered the door when I went.
Yeah, don't
Well,
worry.
maybe he
We're
just
very
doesn't like you.
persuasive. No, you're a lovely man. You're a lovely man. I love your robes. They're nice
Thank
red.
you. Thank you so much. Yes,
Yeah,
I do
you're
think
great.
What's your name, by the way?
Yeah, what's your name, buddy?
My name?
Your
My name is Lazuli.
Lazuli.
Yes.
What are you?
Oh, you
Sorry,
mean
what is he?
a species?
Is
You're
he
asking
a
for a
human?
species?
Yeah,
He's an elf. He's clearly an elf.
There's a lot of elves in this religion.
Two that you've seen so far.
two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I fought with
What are
elves.
you? It's so
They're really good.
crazy.
They're really good with the bows.
Oh, you're a veteran.
Oh yeah.
We thank you for your service.
But I'm in the pesticide business now.
Don't get him started.
Appreciate it. Not many people thank me for my service.
Say if you ever have are you a local?
Oh yeah, I'm very local.
Then yes, if you ever need any help with, I know ailments of age can really slow us down, especially members of the service
Oh,
like yourself. But if you ever
Thanks,
need any
mate.
help,
That,
the church is
that
here.
would be perfect, mate.
Yes.
I'd love that. You're great.
Well, let us sort out this mole problem for you first.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we'll sort out the mole problem, but we'll come back. You're a lovely man.
All right.
I wish you all the best with your church.
I wish you all the best with this mole problem. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I shake his hand.
All right, yeah. He gives you sort of a limp
And then
handshake, but yeah.
hmm
You guys want to head to the address that he give you?
Yeah, we head out to the address.
Yeah. So in
And
the
as I'm leaving, I
square
go,
that's
what
kind
a
of
lovely
formed,
guy.
in the
What a
kind of
lovely
square that's formed by this park and the grounds of the church, it's just surrounded on all sides by houses, and you head to one of those streets of houses. It's terraced housing, these kind of newer buildings stacked next to each other with no like real space between them. But you head through like one of the thin ginnels, the alleyways, and you find number 56. Is that the number I said? Probably. You find the house number that was said.
This was the house number that was said.
I think it was 56.
It might have been 58.
Maybe.
Well, we might as well give a knock a go, even if he doesn't actually answer.
All right.
Give it a little knock. Who is knocking, by the way? I see it's Holt.
He's straight. He's straightforward. He's simple-minded.
You knock.
He's going for it.
There's no immediate response.
No immediate response. Right. Well, can I kick the door down?
There is
There are
rather
other
you didn't.
ways.
the building, by the way, it's in front of you. So like I said, these are all terrace houses connected. But there's a door and there is a single window, like a double window to the side of it. The window's like really covered up with all the grime from the street outside, and it looks like there's curtains drawn on the inside. But that's what you're dealing with the front of this house. There's a second floor as well, but no windows.
Can we go around the back of the house?
Well,
pick
by
them
the
up?
looks of it, from where you just come from, the back of the house is another house.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is an area of
yeah.
housing that's really just stacked together.
Is there
side to
anybody
side.
else in the
right.
streets?
It doesn't look like it.
Walking
Not
by.
where you are. Right now, it's like
Cool.
around midday. You would suspect most people are out at work or shopping.
Yeah,
or
they're
something
at
like
work
that.
stuff. I turn it. I mean, I'm asking them.
Yeah.
Can I kick the door down?
We can't just kick every door down.
All right.
Could I cast a mage hand inside the house and have it open the door from the inside
You need to be able
Oh,
to
that's
see
interesting.
where the mage hand is. I think. Let me double check.
at all times?
Uh,
Okay.
Is there a letterbox?
There is a letterbox.
Yeah. I think you could open the
Yeah, I think-
letterbox,
I think you
cast
could-
Mage Hand inside, and then have it unlock the door from the inside. That's really.
Yeah, it
That's
appears
pretty
at
good.
a
Or
point you
through,
see
or
within
through a
range.
window.
Yeah.
Vanishes if it's 30 feet away from you. But yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm
yeah,
gonna do
you
that.
you summon this mage
That's pretty
hand.
good.
It goes pretty easily through the letterbox. And on the other side, I assume like you have the sensations of the hand as if it was your own. You
Yeah.
feel like there's a pretty like rudimentary lock where it's one of those, I don't know what it's called, but it's like where you press down on a lever and it like just like
Yeah.
lifts up a thing. Anyway, you press down on that the mage hand and the door swings open to this very dimly lit terrace house. In front of you, there's a staircase that leads straight up, and not much of a passageway as it leads into a living room, sort of dining area on your right.
Oh wow. All right. I'm gonna start calling out this gardener. I walk inside and I start going, Gardener!
I knew it.
Gardener!
I feel like if he was going to respond to a verbal call, he would have just responded to the knock at the door.
Possibly.
Oh,
me.
you
Call
you're
me.
right.
Call me crazy.
You are smarter than me.
There is
You
no
are
response
smarter than
to
me.
you calling out Gardner.
Can I can I do a smell check
Yeah.
just in case anything? Just maybe.
Yeah.
for-
Yeah, give
for
me a perception
both
from
the,
the inside of the doorway. Give me a perception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a smell.
Yeah.
You have advantage on smell checks.
Yeah.
I do have
Roll
advantage
again.
on smell checks.
Yay!
It's better.
Mild increase.
You from where you are right now, you don't smell much, but there is this like hint of not the mole that you smelled earlier, but that other thing. That sort of indescribable other thing is there.
Oh, okay.
The indescribable other thing. Is it going
That's what they
upwards or
call me.
downwards?
It's just in the
How
air
would you
right now.
describe the indescribable other thing?
It's as soon
Yeah,
as
how
this
would you
door was
describe the
opened, it was in the air.
Yeah.
It's a smell. It smells like a smell only dogs can smell.
There's something.
It's kind of like
place.
a hormone or pheromone type smell. Like it's like
Mm.
God, is
something from
Milo
a
getting
creature.
horny?
Yeah. No, it's not that kind of pheromone.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess we just start looking around. Head upstairs.
All right, yeah. I mean, like I said, there's the stairs that go up, or there's the living room to your right. Which way did you want to kind of head?
Living room first.
Living room. Are you sticking together as a group?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I want to stick with the group. I want to keep them
The
protected.
living room, again, it's like dimly lit from the light of the grimy window. It's sparsely furnished with like a small table and some rickety chairs. You enter here, and through the back there is like a smaller, even smaller area that's used for cooking. There's like a pot and that kind of thing in there. And there is a dirty shovel back there that you presume is the shovel the priest was complaining was missing.
New shovel.
There's a shovel.
I grab it. I put it in my bag.
Are you stealing a shovel from the church?
No, I'm stealing a
God's shovel.
shovel from a gardener that works for the church. It's very different.
Very morally different area.
Very morally different.
All right.
Listen, I'm a good guy.
All right. There's nothing else really of note back here though. Obviously no other exits
Alright.
because on all other sides this building leads to another
Yeah.
building.
Yeah.
Right.
Upstairs.
Let's go upstairs.
All right. What's the who's going up first here?
I'll go up first.
Me.
Oh, well, oh.
Milo?
Oh.
You both awkwardly go up the stairs.
Yeah, we
like,
both,
side by
like,
side.
do
There's
touch
definitely
shoulders.
not enough room for the two of
Yeah.
you on this staircase
yeah.
as you go up.
Sorry, mate. You
You
want
could've
to go
wait.
first?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm so used to, leading a charge from you.
In the army.
Okay, as you Milo, you were at the front of this, and yeah, because you'll be smelling. So as you go up the stairs, that smell becomes stronger, and you realize that it's like the scent of a creature, an elf. I'll say you recognize it living here. It's the scent of an elf, but masked by. Like, it smelled weird. It smelled like not something you recognized initially because it was sort of blended with these different scents of animals in this, like, weird way. But now that it gets stronger, you realize, oh, that's the scent of an elf sort of mixed in with various beasts. And as you get to the top of the stairs, I want you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh, God. Where are these on this new sheet?
It should be at the top. It's towards the top. Yeah, it says like strength, and then on the right is it.
There you go.
Okay. As you're about to crest the top of these stairs, when you hear this like guttural roar, this, and from behind this like wooden banister, this huge claw comes up and is going to swipe at you.
Holy shit.
Oh boy.
Milo!
Oh, I rolled it wrong.
Watch out, there's a huge claw!
You're going to take 8 damage.
Oh, Milo, no!
And you were going to tumble down the stairs and land at the bottom.
I'm tumbling.
As a brown bear, breaches the top of the stairs and looks down at you guys. And
well,
we're
I
going
am
to say...
a human, and I'm about to fight a monster. So we are the Hams Squad.
Hams Squad. And I'm going to say for now that is to be continued.
All right.
Fantastic.
Very good.
Okay, a bear on the stairs.
Bear on the stairs.
They're on the stairs.